we were always, those main characters in the plays.
And
we didn't play Cinderella. We would have played Cinderella, but we had a pretty best friend. And then we played the evil stepsisters.
Crystal.
A beautiful, beautiful lady. You don't know her.
But she played Cinderella, and we were the evil stepsisters.
But
But
we were
them.
yeah.
And then I think also like outspoken or just not shy to approach people, because by virtue of being twins from a young age, you get a lot of attention. And we always looked alike. I know there are twins that sometimes vary by like complexion, even if they're identical. The other one is a bit thicker, and they just don't like the same things. So maybe me and Mavis are like just always together. We almost like the same things, except men.
Oh my gosh, were they?
5 minutes.
4:10. We did this, and we went out and we had a good time and stuff. And then I just remember that every card, everything that was happening, every interaction was being blocked. And that felt so bad because, this is the one chance. And why don't you let me put my head out? Why don't you? Because the loyalty I feel like you give me and the protection you've given me to like grow me, you should trust me enough to say we're going on this journey together.
I will put you on.
And if it happens that I can't put you on, you know how the industry works. I can't put you on. I can't put you on to SABC if you are Pula Power because different networks. But like, do you not want the people you take from the ground to grow to a point and they surpass you?
But I did that.
And you need to be at a point where I did that. And you need to be at a point where, and I got angry. And I got angry to a point where I felt like there were interviews that were stopped. There were just beautiful opportunities we were in that we were completely denied and dragged out of like little children. And we were still young. And we were dragged out of like little children, but we were professionals before everything.
And there were so many experiences.
There were so many experiences.
So many things to shoot. There was so much to take advantage of.
When I tell you,
even just experiences of you now at the after party interacting.
Yes. By the way, do you want to come to the, like, can you let me get a ticket to the after party so that I can say, oh, by the way, can I shoot at it?
I have a general idea of what that looks like. Because I work with other ladies within the entertainment industry. Is it a matter of the fact that he felt he discovered you and you guys were you're growing beyond
the next morning we had a major fuck you contest
in Durban.
In Durban. The next morning we had a major, like, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, nah, fuck. I can say fuck as much as you can say fuck. No, it was just that. It's just like, no, don't do that to me.
People of different identities. Podcast with PODI-CAST.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Podicast with your homeboy SCAR. Well, Forbes. I play too much. Out here, we'll surprise you.
Wow.
Think you know, but you don't. We're out here, man. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's Wednesday today. And to everyone who came out to the welcoming celebration and gave love, and also all the under 30s that were at the summit, shout out to all of you. This is how you start, man. Networking, getting to know all these people. You never know. And be able to, like, take your business to the next level. So shout out Forbes for that. I guess it was the last one. They have 3. So we'll see if they'll come back to BW. But that's not why we're here today. We have guests. And usually we have one guest, but today we have two because I'm tired of talking to just one person. We have to have a conversation. Other people can rebut. You know, when it's just two people, sometimes, So we don't want none of that. And these two, I know, they love each other, but I don't think they agree on everything. And it's funny because they look alike. They're born out in Kasane. I don't know if, they will confirm or deny that. And they came through to our TV screens, I think around 2014. That's when they popped into the scene through Pula Power. And that's widely one of the biggest urban youth culture shows that was out there in BW that was covering the whole of the country. So, there's celebrities in Gaborone, and then there's celebrities in Botswana. So this is who we're talking to, people who were able to crack it throughout the whole of the country. And they were loved. And we loved them more because they were twins and they look alike. A man, without further ado, in the house, we are joined by the German twins, Mavis and Lydia. What's going on, guys?
Wow, well, that was a hell of an introduction.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing your research. Which camera do I pay attention to? Okay.
You over there.
Just making sure.
No, you guys know your thing. I mean, everyone loves you. But I loved you when you guys came out. Still love you to this day. And that was a long time ago. You guys came onto the scene when you were about like 22.
Yeah, just after 20. Yeah, I was 22.
After listening to
it was blurry because I think for us it's like it wasn't like an intentional coming into the scene sort of thing. Is this the part where I explain how?
No. I'm just asking like you guys, I know how I met you guys.
Yeah.
I met you guys out in Tonota. That was before I ever knew you guys will ultimately end up being Amakele.
When we were your biggest fans, still are.
Yes, at the time, Happy, you guys, that's why I remembered you when you were in Gabs, because you guys, how are you related to Mampizi? Because we were over in Tonota, because Mampizi's biological dad is from that side, Mr. Peter Williams. And when, he's the first one to teach us we absolutely love him. How are you related to Mr. Peter Williams?
We're not related to.
So what were you doing in the household and all of that area?
Mavis is bad with this one. Wait, because I think we agreed that we're not going to talk over each other, so we're going to try our best.
Okay.
We know we were not related to V,
okay,
but I'd say maybe we are family, friends in a way. Okay. My mom knows his dad, I get it, because they're from the same area. We live in Tonota.
Okay.
So Rahwevi lives also in that area. So that's how we met, basically. Yeah. And a friend of ours was also like related to V. So we were always sort of there in a way. So yeah. That's how we met, and that's how you were there. Cast was there. PODI-CAST was a thing.
No, at the time, we weren't as big as we thought, I guess, as well. But we were still on the come up. With that said, you guys go Tonota, but you were. A lot of other kids out there were not as detached. You guys wanted to have conversation.
Yeah.
You wanted to know what we were up to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I'm a fan. It's like you were way. How they would call it Papa now.
Definitely.
So what was it about you guys that made you guys like that? Because, like I say, I remembered you afterwards and when I saw you on TV.
I should say I'd say it's because of the upbringing.
Yeah.
We had a really diverse upbringing, like you mentioned. Necessarily, but that upbringing, we interacted with a lot of races, different people from different walks of life. So we were always, those main characters in the plays, and we didn't play Cinderella. We would have played Cinderella, but we had a pretty best friend, and then we played the evil stepsisters. A beautiful lady. You don't know her.
But she played Cinderella, and we were the evil stepsisters.
But we were then,
And then I think also outspoken or just not shy to approach people, because by virtue of being twins from a young age, you get a lot of attention. And we always looked alike. I know there are twins that sometimes vary by complexion, even if they're identical. The other one is a bit thicker, and they just don't like the same thing. So maybe me and Mavis are like just always together.
Yeah.
We almost like the same things except men.
Oh my gosh, were they?
I'm
Five
Put
minutes.
that out there.
4
For
already.
real, okay. How many minutes? Well, like 10 minutes, what, 5
Wow.
into it? Okay, we're talking about childhood.
No, I get it. I'm just saying. Oh, Ghana, when we were children.
Hey, when we were nanas. Because, I mean,
mean,
so everything was the same until you came to a certain age, like, yo, no, it's in Bondora. But throughout all of it, were you guys
Throughout.
into the same stuff and all?
Yeah.
Definitely, we were. I think we kind of drew a lot of like confidence from each other.
Yeah.
We were more comfortable. I remember there were times when we went to school, junior school and senior school, the twinny shouldn't be in the same classroom. My mom was constantly protesting that.
Yeah.
This one also, hey. Very needy. She's so needy. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it's not on my mother, it's on me. She is needy. Let's sleeps with me in my bed for as much as she possibly can.
Yeah.
Up to this day and age. So
this
like,
day.
she's-
I was born with this person. I was in the same womb.
Yeah, but are you like younger? Did you come a couple minutes later? Or
Yeah,
how
I
does it
think
work with you guys?
We're 8 minutes apart.
Yeah. 8 minutes.
My mom
apart.
didn't know she was having twins, by the way.
Oh, my word.
So we had
She didn't.
5 older brothers.
Yeah.
5 older brothers, and my mom had us. And she was like, she was old. Okay? She had us ale motona tota, and it was a shock because I think and I'm not
It's a
sure
miracle. What a shock.
no, she was shocked that she was having twins because she didn't do your ultrasounds
and
and
everything.
everything. She was just like, I just want to see what gender they are. And like she had Mavis first, and then 8 minutes later the doctor was like, wait, there's another one.
You must
And
listen
she's
to her
like,
telling the story. Oh,
and Mavis came feet first.
No, you came
Come
feet
on.
first. She was pushing.
No, she was
me,
born feet
kicking.
first.
Hey,
You were.
okay.
You kicked me.
Who came out with
The
that feet
phone,
first?
Nikelete, mama.
You were kicking me. But yeah, so
She didn't know. She didn't know she
You
was.
think she was
having-
kicking you out?
yeah.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, but like we just my mom didn't know she was having. My mom didn't know she was having girls,
big
let alone
blessing.
twins. So,
So
I think
5 dudes and just you two.
yeah, ke rona di twin tsa ntha go nna le premier wa di bona tsa
It's a double.
Yeah.
Emma.
Ke rona ba
Oh, my
ke rona
word.
di like ke rona di twin tsa ntha ko marina.
So, I mean, how old? How old? Like the last born of the boys before you guys. How older than you is he?
6 years older.
He's 6
He's
years older.
37.
And then the oldest, then
He must be like in his 50s. Our oldest brother passed away, but he would have been 50 something.
Yeah.
So my mom's
Rest in peace.
72.
Yeah.
So my mom's quite old.
So in the household, what are we looking at? Because you guys, it's a big family. So
Yeah.
who's in the house? Who's doing what? Who's laying down the law? Who's allowing you guys to be this? Because I really, really liked how bright-eyed you were. Like it's like you wanted to consume.
Hey.
No, not like that. Like, but
Wanna-
like,
any chance my brothers get to humble us, they will humble
Faster?
us. Correct. My brothers don't even have time for our names. They call us Banyana.
Banyana. Re
Re
bitswa Banyana.
Banyana.
But ha go te
How le
Banyana.
one- how le one ke Ngwanyana.
Ha go te Banyana, but ha go te
Tsisa
Banyana,
that.
go ta one.
Go ta one. So it's never Mavis or Lydia. They don't know our names. Ke Banyana or Ngwanyana.
you think that is because they don't know your names?
Oh my gosh.
No,
Do
they
you-
don't.
Come on.
Do you know what my brother did? I just recently discovered this. He'd be like, because Mavis works like a 9 to 5 and I work from home. So like sometimes like during the day,
Yeah.
he'd obviously try to call me if he needs something.
Yeah.
He saved
Our
He
numbers like
Your
this.
own flesh and blood.
he saved Mavis's number twice. Are Mavis and then Mavis is such a name which she hates.
I don't
Now
mind
you
it.
gotta say
You don't mind it.
Ke motona anong,
now you
I
gotta
love
say
this
it.
name.
Now you gotta drop it.
Oh, ke nentsale ko lapeng.
Oh,
Like, yeah.
ntsale batho. Oh.
Oh, loba.
What is your middle name? Because we're out here carrying
Tsugi.
Tsugi. Oh.
I've never.
Tsoganetso.
So ke tshogile.
Ke Tsugile. Okay.
Why are you laughing? Emma Pele,
But
are people
you're like
allowed
pretty
to
much-
laugh?
No, they're part of the
names.
conversation.
Are
we're
people
all having
allowed to laugh?
bulldog. You know?
No, ke nna ke tshogile. Mavis ke ene o ntsaletse. And then the reason why we're called Mavis and Lydia is that re reletse.
Oh, okay.
So my grandmother's name is Lydia and her second name ke Tshogile, which is Tsugi. And then Mavis is named after my my aunt, my dad's younger sister, who's Mavis, and then her second name is Inside. Talk about copying and the lack of originality.
Can we stop Corella?
It's called family legacy and stuff, and just you see how like the princes and these queens do it.
Or
you know,
relatives.
no, I got it. So I have no dog in this fight. I'm just saying.
I did it.
No, I mean,
Orella ngwana ga.
yes, Adrian's middle name is Tato.
Oh,
Yeah, I
you shouldn't
don't-
have done that.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's like maybe it's selfish also.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to keep the memory of someone alive because this is a little bit. I mean, you're saying your mom who was, senior in her ages, and they lose their friends.
That's true. Wow.
And I was just trying to remember them with these two here.
Yeah.
But do you resemble any traits from the people that you are named after?
Definitely, it's been said so. I'm a calm woman,
She
It's
really
named
is,
after a
though.
very calm woman,
Me.
Pardon?
Me is really calm.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
compared to who?
You. We will get to that. we will get to that.
It's too early.
It's way too early.
Too early.
But I want to ask about the schooling then. So you guys were able to go through school with each other in the same classes all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So which schools are we talking about?
our
And this, from
Scar,
standard
Kaputso.
primary to like senior. Where did you guys go to school?
Ska or Tapotsoi.
I mean, come on, I've
He's asked
interviewed you
this
guys like 3
question to
times. I'm
us
trying to make it.
when we were on radio, and now we are here. So
Come on.
we went to.
I have been on different platforms. This is like a basis of like where the conversations go. I want to know if you were private school, what? If you were public school, what? And we see how that then, manifests into your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it over, right? So we went to Kasane. We were born in Gaborone,
And Gabs.
and then
Gotta let them know.
yeah, not for that.
Betty comes to town.
Hey, we never came to town.
I'm so, I mean,
No, because I get a scar who's born in Kasane. So I was like, oh, there's going to be a
Kasane,
point where he gives me the stage and I'll correct him.
right ahead,
Yeah,
mama.
right.
Go ahead.
So, kindergarten to standard 7, we went to Kasane. It was a really small school called Nokaya Botshelo at that time, and then now it's Chobe River College. We started the school, so we were the first standard 1s, first standard 2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7s. I remember standard 7, released 7 standard 7s.
Yeah.
Right.
7 people.
Yeah. And then the whole school comprised of 40. Oh, now I'm jumping on to the next phase. The school comprised from kindergarten till standard 7. We were 40, like all of us, right?
That's a classroom in Gaborone.
Yeah.
Hey, and then we came to Form 1 now. I get Form 1, which is everyone I get these days going on a foundation private school. That's why we're so eloquent.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
That you are.
That's
you
why
are.
we're so eloquent.
That you are,
So
mama.
private school, and then we were supposed to come to Nanorang, and then my mom's friend about like some traumatic story about her child and Gaborone, and Kasane that time was just Kasane. No, Kosina shopper would go to Zim for grocery
Groceries.
shopping.
Yeah.
There weren't any spas or anything at that time.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, nope, they're not gonna do that. And then for Form 1, we went to a school called Tashata
In Tati siding.
in Tati Siding. Yeah.
In Ghetto.
No, Tati siding.
Tati Siding is between
Is there
Tonota
different-
and Francistown.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
in
just
the middle.
thought maybe it was the bridge.
Ska.
I think that was one of the hey Scar.
Yo, I'm so this side.
No,
It's
oh,
so
yeah,
hard.
I get it.
But Nanogang, props to your mom. Yo,
For saying no.
Yeah,
Yo,
me,
I used
yeah.
to run into some girls. I was at UB, and I told her she's good people, man. She grew up to be a very solid person. She was at Fashion Lounge.
Yeah.
I bought from 2. Kya ke bona ke hit ke tswa go UB. Kya go mela ke a bona re ngwanole ke mmone go tlabo. And that's how like forward like a bunch of Nanogang kids were. They were around UB and they are around
'cause
this
also it's
neighborhood.
closed, right?
Mapodisi had the masola ka gore madita e leng gore, and I'm not saying what all these people are like that. I'm just saying what there's some bad elements within
Exposure.
that. Yeah, and Bana around all of that was very, very dangerous. So akanya bobedi hela ba go
Oh,
rola mo
maybe
toropong.
ngana go tsenka bo re nnile di-video vixen tsa gago.
nako tse nka bo re di-video vixen.
You probably would've-
Yeah,
we would have made it. Nka bo re le ho.
Ah, me tolo,
No,
like we would have been there.
I hear
Really the track ninja.
Oh God.
So we so it was I was happy. Okay,
Hey.
in hindsight, I'm like, oh mama made
Tashata
the right.
was the right place to go.
It
Yeah.
was we were depressed. We were depressed because like khona gore you're from a school where the whole school is like 40 of you to a point now. Otsana mo sekolong se no gore
A classroom
has
with
40
plus.
kids,
Yeah.
and it was boarding and
And o ba pena ha o santse o lebile hae yo.
Eyo, o taka di backpack tsa bad girl, but tsere like it was.
They
Naba le
thubela
tshwenyanyana.
di-lockera every other.
I think we were quite because we didn't know anything about anything, like even eating the soy what just the food and the fat slice of bread and
yes, I see you
you
peanut
know.
butter.
Yeah,
So-
but I get a form 3 ano le jana se tsa re tsholela ngwana o mongwe. A ra plate ya ga wa re ngwana o mongwe a tsholela.
it was
Sonia go bogisa.
And I be like, hey, Lydia, I'm too
life no, you know what? In rural government schools, life gets better when you are a prefect or like a head girl,
Hey,
right?
yeah.
So then I think form 1, term 3, that's when they were electing like prefects and head girls, and then we made the cut.
Okay.
So that was like, whew. But like I think we only started kind of like settling in
Yeah.
when we were in form 3 because
Yeah.
like there was this whole bullying thing that happened, and me and Mavis, my mom, you know, and me and Mavis are like, pray man,
Oh my word.
Yeah, and
Just-
we knew socks need to be way up here. And
Hey, and like we really learned, we really listened to the rules,
Yeah.
and so we got bullied a bit, but like we had like a few form 3 students.
Lydia
that
was
really
actually
loved
bullied
us.
by twins.
As-
Identical twins.
Lord, why the
He
hell?
tell her bully was this girl.
I
shit,
cried
stop.
so much. Mavis found them bullying me and actually hit them with her cast. She broke her hand. Mavis broke her hand because we played softball. Oh, am I paid? Was skipping. When we started that school, I remember Ko Kasane, we were playing tennis. We played golf because of Kasane. So we played Komwana and there's a golf course. So we played golf, we played tennis, we did swimming. We were very athletic.
Yeah.
We did football, we played cricket.
Yeah.
So I remember one time moral education, and I still don't get what is moral education?
I never did it. I think it came in the syllabuses that
Hey,
some of us
Scar.
necessarily do in school. Hey, no, ka go bolela nna re sa itse moral education, and to this day I don't even know le nna ne le dire.
Yeah.
What was it about?
Morals.
Whose morals?
The moral.
The societal.
difference between good and bad.
Societal. Then we were taught teenage pregnancy, drug abuse.
So it traumatized you, like
No, moral education. I remember one time about the right things that you're good at and things you're bad at, right? And I remember golf, good at. Yeah, teacher Ari, get serious.
Be realistic.
Be realistic. Next to golf. And my mom used to come every like Friday or Saturday, like to check on us and look at our books and whatnot. Now I'm joking about it. Hey, mama, gonna Mr. Semama won't mention you.
yeah.
Hater. But
No, Negro, you're not
but
growing
he was
up
a really
yet.
amazing person. But like, be realistic. Oh, my mom was so livid. About how about I can't
golf, they will believe us.
You brought us here. So like it was just those things.
They were dream crushers.
And then like one of the most shocking things was also like corporal punishment.
So yeah.
Hey.
No.
Ma, what's going on? I'm like, why are these people letting this happen to them? I'm like, security, where the authorities.
Giving abuse. Guy.
Why is this happening?
Yeah, next
All
thing
this
that the
violence.
minwana. I mean, I'm like, why would you hit minwana rona ka winter? We sorry minwana
Getting hit on your backside, you're also just like, is this really allowed?
Yeah.
No, like because local lapeng hara go la re beetswa hela tota. We never kanya teng no le gore no wa go lapeng I think we are well behaved. But like go
You're the
skolo.
last borns. Of course you're not gonna get. How about there's all these boys?
Nah, no.
That's a lot more to deal with.
And my brother Ukila, my brothers were rough with us. They thought we were boys. Ukila Ira maybe it's WWE SmackDown.
Of course, every sister has got it.
Broke the
Palata's got it.
bed.
Like everyone has got like a young.
No, he like what do you call that
Pedigree.
move where you put moto and spear kind of king? Broke the
Gifting.
bed.
The thing you carry someone and
Then
then
you
you
my am on your shoulder
Yeah.
and then
Oh
you
goodness.
wham.
Oh wow! Listen, before we get into WWE, because I know I want to fast forward into the school, and because like here are all these dream crushes, you know, popping out of everywhere, beating you too. You know what I mean? Malnutritioning you with all this bread. You know, how are you able to like keep at it, like to keep like that spark going? Because like I really think that you guys possess a special talent, which I don't see a lot coming out of that side of debate.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I don't debate.
Hey, because a lot of the time, what happens is, you know, they don't have any avenues, or the fire doesn't stay on long enough for them to meet people who can connect them.
Yeah.
It's different now because of social media. And it's just making it even more stupid because some of them are not talented at all, but they have all of these followers.
Yeah.
So for you guys, how are you able to like keep whatever it is that, you know, you certainly knew you had because you kept it going? How were you able to like block out all of this other shit?
I think it's just we were so blessed to just be born as twins.
Yeah.
We've always had each other's backs, you know, and it didn't matter what we were going through, how our self-esteems were, because it would always be like, Lydia, when you're low, you're taking me there.
Yeah,
So
like
you
that.
need, so, but then also I'd let her have her low moments and I'd be the one keeping us steady. And when I'm having my low moments, she does the exact same thing. So we've always, I think it's a character thing, Scar.
Yeah.
When you got it, you got it.
Yeah. if
But
you-
You're born with
But
this.
for sure, you've seen other people who you thought, you know, there was the Cinderella lady as well. You know, you think, yo, she's got a head start because she's pretty. You know,
Yeah.
You see other people around you that you feel not even more deserving, but you think maybe, how were you able to kill all the doubt? Because, like I'm saying, you are at a boarding school. I always thank my parents for never taking me to a boarding school.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I would have been what I ultimately became because of a lot of it is just like military sometimes.
Yeah.
So, Lorna, how were you able to like maintain it? I think I'll give it to you also because you were the one who was getting your ass beat by some twins.
Thank you. I wasn't gay, right? Anyways,
Your
so
ass beat by some twins.
I think the way we kind of pulled through was that I get it at first, Kana Mama, when she got us there, it was like temporary, right? And then at some point I said to Mavis, nah, this is not temporary. We're gonna finish school until Form 3, and I don't know what's next for us. So you can't just do that. You can't. Then we started, I think, getting into other things like getting interested in other things like, you know, learning sign language and doing all those things. We played softball. We were really amazing at it. Netball. I was like, come here. And then like we kind of, then I think the
So she
teachers
says.
also kind of understood. Then they kind of got an appreciation for it. Honestly, tota batho ba ga ba itse a lot of things. And the school in absorba bana ba tswang ko a place called Ditadi. I still have never been there, but like it's a very rural school where they still believe in like how Tapa in the ablution block you have kids that are wearing
Yeah.
you know, there was superstitious, there was it was like I'm telling you, like it was was a 360, you know, and you just had to learn. And I was just like, thought that there's nothing we can do, but then it was just a matter of just not shying away because you can't.
Where did she find the school?
hey, from my friend.
I know you could have bold lady le one mona
Yeah.
Well, lady bana no go explore do tse di sa
Have
explore.
fun
Ka
with
wena,
her.
go irisa
Ka wena.
wena.
Yena
You
sa
know-
tsena teng.
You know, they refused for her to go into the dorms. Till today, someone needs to do something about the dorms at government schools. You are just given a mattress, blood stained with weird stains. The ablution block is filthy. It smells.
Ablution
it's
is where
not-
you bath.
Yeah.
It's where you bath
And you
it's
wash
Why
it
you call it
yourself.
ablution? Like
Go
you are some
pizza, yeah,
animals.
lo.
Yeah, blue.
Oh my God, ablution.
Hey.
Oh my word, man.
That's what it's called.
No, my mom took me to tiling because one of my uncles was not gonna pass.
Hey.
Paper race, guys.
So I'm like a qualified plasterer and tiler.
Out of Thailand.
No, plastering and tiling.
To tiling. So
I
you
can
can do
plaster
it.
and tile, yeah.
Oh.
Because my mom took me there because one of our
Talent
relatives was not
Aisha.
gonna pass.
Wena wa opela
Wena o
talent
tla
Aisha.
tsamaya ne gore a ska fila bed gore o isiwa ko ka gore ye ha ena go pasa. So you go with him. And then I learned a whole trade.
But nobody go tota wena talent Aisha.
No, you can
you are
plaster ke tile.
Eh,
No.
re go bala ka dikolo gona not that suffering. Re batla go bona
Hey.
A go a thaelwa.
No, I know
Have you
how
ever
your
done it?
parents can do it. Yeah, we did kitchen at my grandma. I think we did some of the other spots at my parents' place in Mogodisane.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Ke itse go duba taka, ke itse
Oh.
go level. Hey.
that is
11 all
Hey,
round, yeah.
hey! If we sit here talk about it, like but in that same breath, I got to meet like some really, really interesting guys who were about 45 years old. He's trying to learn this trade to go take care of his 3 kids, and I'm 16.
just wow.
Do you know what I mean? So I got a different appreciation for like human beings and their journeys, and I think that helped me in like, oh my God, he's so humble. Hey, I'm not trying to end up trying to tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice.
It's hard in there.
It's nice knowing a lot of
Yeah.
things. It's nice knowing a lot
Come
of
on.
things.
Bathroom, we rush hour.
It's hot.
Mona is hot.
It's
in
hot.
there. But yeah, you guys, did you do your BGCSE there or did you go to other schools?
We went to Shashe after that, Shashe River School.
Oh,
in
Shashe, yeah.
In
Toneta.
Tonota.
Yeah, we
we
did,
beat it at rugby. Yeah,
Pardon?
rugby. I remember Shashe. I
beat
get
it.
by the turn there.
Yes,
Hey.
at right inside,
Em.
right at the entrance.
Okay.
Then from there on, we both went to BAC.
Oh.
But at different times.
Okay.
She did her Form 6, and then I proceeded Kisiana Kibata allowance. I was like, no, you're not holding me back.
Yeah.
I want to get my 1.4.
Yeah.
So Lydia did her Form 6, then she followed.
Actually, you been a
Who?
Narutanale Aussie F Teddy.
Oh,
Yes,
Form 4 and
in,
Form 5.
yeah.
Kosha
Kosha,
Nele Karabo.
his boy.
No, Karabo Crab. The guy who used to
He did. He was a presenter somewhere.
He was a crab. Hey, Canadina
He's a
Lakaro.
I get a crab. Crab, like crab.
Karabo, kana
What
he.
show did he do?
He tried to sing. He did a bit of singing. No, not like that. Una opela. And then I think Kukila.
Hey, Lydia, please.
But Ozzy at the
He tried to sing.
but at that place though, it's a boarding school too.
No, yeah, but like he wasn't
He
boarding.
wasn't boarding.
We went boarding.
So you guys weren't boarding as well.
No,
so
we weren't.
Ozzy, like you guys have any early memories of him?
Yeah, he was
man,
a
he was
cool
the
guy. He
Come on.
was
like-
Lord Summer.
so cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
He was so cool it hurt. You wanted to be around him. Like, I hit that.
Oh,
Hey, we're like, hey, Mr. Papani. Like, he
Yeah, he was Mr.
Shit.
Papani.
Papani,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
he was like, nah. And yeah, man, no, Ozzy was really, really like, and I felt like we connected because we were just in these spaces where we were creatives and we
No,
could
happen
tell
nere le
we
market.
were outspoken. We were, no, like, we
Never
were
seen my
like,
kid. Oh my God. Lydia, don't forget.
no, like, nah.
Don't forget there was
Eh.
a show. There was a talent show. He tell Lydia, I TV la mouth. What is it? Ponda replay.
Snake ma.
Mr. D. Just I'm like,
And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful.
And
Me kills it. Capere, bareback, stomach out.
Is that Shakira?
Cried. Rihanna. I
Rihanna.
was Rihanna. I was
Okay.
obsessed with Rihanna, like Music of the Sun. And hey, when I used to force myself into those spaces. I would literally be dancing while crying. Why am I on stage? Me to the game, and like I'd be on stage and everyone
my
would be on
gosh.
some boo, where I'd be like, I'm gonna finish this song. They're going to wait for the bridge. They're gonna love my voice there.
then they'll know the song once it gets to the chorus. And I'm
like,
like,
take a gun and pull. Red song. I have a good voice. Might as well take a gun and pull it to his head. Get it over with. I don't wanna do this anymore.
And you know,
crazy,
the wildest part with Lydia doing this stuff,
Yeah.
she never told me, "Ke Michael, uno practice a guy." And I'd ask her, "Uno practice a guy? Why were you not involving me?" Nka ba ke go two seats.
Yeah.
You don't have to dress. You don't have to do it. This thing is
Ke jwale mosimane o mongwe o bidiwang turbulence. Thabisa a repa. Turbulence. Kana that was turbulence. Mona a repa.
Turbulence for Tabi.
Yeah.
Like Mona, you tell me one time, baby girl, Pina, you do like you're gonna jump on. I'm be like, I'm not sure that you're gonna jump on. And we were just the Bonnie and
No, you
Clyde
put
of
the spark in there. You
Hey, well, the
know?
Bonnie and Clyde relationship.
I'm trying to figure this out because like it must have took a lot of turbulence to make sure that you keep the dream alive. Like,
Yes.
I think what's really crazy is that like even with all of this, you know, it stayed
Yeah.
on. No one killed.
No, I see it.
No, but also
No one killed it.
No, I want to give props to a lady called Matabana. She was our class teacher. That lady, Umona, she gave us some tough love, but at the end, I was just like, you know what? She was just fighting for us constantly. Like she was. She even invited us to her wedding.
Yeah.
We were like so close. She was like, nah, she helped
Came
us
through
through a
for you
lot.
guys. But with her out here on stage, what are you doing?
Laughing at me.
I'm laughing at her, but the thing about Lydia is that I don't know Hore. Like I never knew. I just pop out and Lydia was just doing something well. I don't know when she was busy with turbulence. I was dating the nerd. I was dating number one in the whole school. They're the head boy.
Yeah.
And we were like books go. It was face love, nothing. And Lydia is being a gangster. I'm like, what's going on with this girl? And the worst part is that our boyfriends at that time, and they weren't really boyfriends.
Yeah.
Our boyfriends at the time had beef.
Of course they had
hated
beef.
each other.
It's
They even had mixtapes.
Oh my word! So the rapper inside the nerd was there
He
also.
was heavy with the Timbs, huge Timberland.
Chemistry.
Yeah, no, like,
What was he spitting about? What was Turbulence speaking about? Did you guys pay attention to the arsenal that your homies had?
No.
What was the homie coming through
He
with?
said, "Don't."
I think Mavis. He was talented.
I would cringe.
I don't remember. No, I'm not Maybe it's why I thought he's going to watch this again.
No, he was young. He
No,
was
like,
young.
he
He'll
was-
understand.
No, but it was funny because I needed that kind of energy. I needed that
keep
kind
you
of
going,
energy.
though.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Lil Mavis needed that kind of energy.
That's dope, though.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, that's why she's an accountant and I do what I
What
want
you
to
do. But with BAC then, you're back
Yeah.
in Gabs. Did you used to visit a lot
Wait.
in
Kokona-
Gaborone? Like, were you guys coming over to Gabs a lot, or when you finished school and then you came first to BAC, were you frequenting Gaborone at the times when you guys were still living in other parts of the country?
No.
At all?
No, not at all.
My brother went to Isa. Like, we would pass Gaborone Rako Mafikeng, drop him off, and then cause Kasane, maybe stop over go Francistown, and then from Francistown wake up in the morning and then Raheta Gaborone and go sleep in Mafikeng for a few days, and then come back and maybe chill nyana. Like, we never really chilled Tata Gaborone. And then imagine Kaoro le Nako Kasane.
Yeah.
No one ever kana how Nakasane is like on Nako Maung. So all your relatives feel like a free accommodation to a tourism hotspot, Dito, and whatnot. So you get a chance. So we never really used to leave.
Everyone wanted to come to Kasane.
To Kasane, to
Kasane,
come and chill out
right?
there.
Green rice for the boat
And
cruises.
then
You
no
can
one
imagine how
wanted
many
to
we
come
did.
to Tonga.
But a lot of people don't come, like, Baba Nankonoko Kasane. Even to this day, they want us to always come.
Yeah.
I mean, they feel comfortable because we're always trying to find reason to go there. So I can understand that. But I want to understand, okay, when you are now in Gaborone, what are your first impressions about Gaborone? Because you came through first, and then I guess Lydia can tell us, and then when you guys are now together, and you know, how is this?
Interviewing two people is not easy.
It's not easy. Hey. This is why men can't cheat.
No.
People shouldn't cheat.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
When you came first, she came after, and then when you guys are together, Wabona, when you what was your impression of the city? Because you weren't frequenting it.
So, fortunately enough, being the twins that we are, when we came to when I was supposed to come to Gaborone and do my registration and my everything, I came with Lydia.
Hey.
I came with Lydia. You should see. I'll show you the pictures, Scar.
Yeah.
After this, Lydia got Gaborone. Things have shit just hit the fan. Now we're cooking with gas. Ken Lydia, black hair with purple. She always loved blonde. I'm so happy you stuck. Yeah, you fought it, right?
Yeah.
Now here we are still.
Now here we are, but it wasn't like this. In LA, Afro King, what is
Hey,
it?
Mikey.
Whatever hair,
the picture.
you know, this is the city. And then
my
we
word.
come in and we visited my brother and my cousin.
Yeah.
Go UB.
Yeah.
Because
Hey, o kgona go tsena hela
and everyone turns around and was like, what the hell? And Nali Lydia were there, Harle Babanyana. Everyone's hair is exactly like my hair.
Go black.
Go sharp. Nali Lydia.
When are your next hairstyle ki green?
Hey, when that time,
You guys were coming in before. You know, where did you see this shit? Where?
I don't
What
know.
got you ready?
Was social media really a thing at the time?
2000. Social
don't
media
think so.
became a thing in 2009, 2010. So when were you guys coming into to do your?
I don't know.
your school?
Nane retard go crazy go wild.
And then you decided like
Hey, we just couldn't do tattoos or pierce anything, but because of Mama. But we were, so we came but our first impression was really nothing. It was lonely. I'll tell you one thing. It was lonely. People are a bit detached from each other. Cause it's like being in places where like people help each other. A place like Asane is like because there's so many tourists. You're used to each and every person who hetang a go kopa thuso, and you're willing to give the thuso. But now kwano ke business as usual ke bananyana ba modumo. And it's just like
I remember how like we didn't know combis, right?
yeah.
We had a book.
That was the biggest
Yeah,
challenge. We had little notebooks. Broadhurst, the Route 3, it takes you to there. Then I remember we used to try beat the system. Stationing. Stationing.
Oh, what?
Ha ke tsena go station ka itse yana ke palama block 8 Route 3. And then
That time
monata ba
Kevin
re-
Strategy gore batho ba ska ba lemoga gore you don't
Yeah.
know how to get to where you're
I
going.
remember this guy Nakungwe,
that's a
I
plan.
think because I became a regular, and then he's like, Kanto wa boira go stationing. Ke re ke a bo ke ha ke tsana go ke palama block 8 Route 3 go tso ke a LKC a ba re ha ya go sa tse ke ba like ke go isa gone ko. You can do that. Do you get me?
I get you.
Ke re ke bitsa go re ke ma ke re ke me a stop.
Hey.
And he's like, you can just wait at your house.
I don't want to laugh at you.
We sort of game.
Because I'm really trying to like, because I'm going to end up laughing throughout this whole thing because Lydia has that thing. But the thing is, maybe it's like laugh at my pain type shit. It's like,
No, I feel like
because like, that must be like horrible. Like
It's
not knowing how to
horrible.
move around and everyone knows.
And everyone
Since everyone knows.
and you can't ask everyone
You can't ask,
because
eh.
people are just minding their own business.
Or
and
they might kidnap you.
Yes.
Or they might do something horrible.
that time gape ga re
Personal feelings and
itse,
stuff
we
like
have
that.
also like it was so uncomfortable even talking because like we had a really strong accent. Wa itse ko batho ba tswang ko Kasane.
Kasane,
And
like-
like even now like ha re bua Setswana na le Mavis re khona gore Lydia we o phakile kae I get
Ne.
even phakile kae be ke re kwale o wa re ha instead of I think wa re kwa ke
Eh, kwa.
phakile kwa
Ke phakile kwa.
nna ke re kwale
Kwale,
you get me
eh.
hale
Eh.
I don't know it's just like kombi
Hale.
hale
Okay.
you know and like o tshaba go botsa like o tshaba go kopa thuso so you're even scared or your accent is
Might give you away or
it
something.
might give you away. You know, after that little cab incident, my little cousin was like, Bon, ke batla gore ke le rute di kombi la weekend. Ha re tsana mo kombing e be re ke tsana e be ke re dumelang ba go as usual.
Announce yourself.
Dumelang.
Oh, shame.
Ha re nna ha tsa ba re lesson number 1 ha go dumedisi. Don't greet.
she was going with us step by step.
Step by
Yeah.
step, are ha go dumedisiwe, you only greet the person next to you. Question, why? Ask me why. Why? Because o khona go shotela, o khona gore o tshware exactly 350 e be le gore 25 tabe wa na
Eh.
These men ba di kombi are merciless. So, o tshwantse gore o khona go dumedisa the person next to you gore ha o bona o shotela gore hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
I absolutely love that because at this rate, you're showing people like how like king, what behind the ears, gonna what the king, the green
Transition.
you guys were like absolutely. You got into Gabs and learned it for yourselves.
Yeah.
So
How then do you
how.
end up on
Say how.
TV? Because there is this. It's Bulldog. Emily.
I could talk like a scoop nyana,
Ah,
but
but
scoop machine, but
Bulldog London Gin can get it at any Liquorama, at any Safalana liquor. It's really, really dope. What do you think about it so far, Boom?
Bulldog is actually our go-to.
Yeah.
We love gin to extremes. Eh,
Let
me pass. Don't worry, hanga ka go tima ska.
No, I know you won't. Come on now.
What were you asking? Oh, wa go ntsha layanong that were on really big.
No, we're still on. But we'll
Alive.
leave
You're gonna give me some love? My nails are long. All the better. What for you?
I'm trying to remember my question. Okay, so cool. How do you end up finding out about things like Pula Power? Because I'll start it here. What it says about you guys. And I don't know who wrote this article because it was written in like 2015.
Okay.
And the way he put it, the pair has a lot of praise for musician Mampizi. Is that how you got into the business?
Is that Waho?
I don't know
What's
who
that?
it is. And then it says
man.
V also introduced them to to Zeus, who ended up giving you guys a career advice talk that prompted you to get a job on television.
That article, I remember it. It was so misinterpreted. It was so, but you know, there was no, I don't know, maybe it was selling. I get what we sell. But the thing is, it was just, but the thing is, you know what it was?
Dash.
It was,
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't go.
Get me here.
What do you mean?
Hey, Nelly.
It's a brandy.
Hey, niggas is gonna have to pay for this.
got a sponsor.
never
Hey.
been done like this.
So, but this article is false. There's a lot of things on this article. So, should I say most of it so that you can?
Can you? Well, start it. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
let's
Hey,
go.
it was
Start it. I'm gonna
2015. So
focus.
it also says that Yakasani raised duo, who has also had theatrical background, and you guys were name dropping like a motherfucker. Like there's one here what they have worked with the likes of former generations actress Lorato
we did.
Khole, who taught them a number of important things about professionalism, such as discipline and punctuality.
Did that.
And there is also. And again, you're a makeup artist for musicians during the Africa Youth Games. When V noticed that there was something special about you and called Zeus down. And then I guess that's when you had the conversation with Mrapa. And then,
Shout out to Zoo.
yeah, and after that talk, you decided to put your strength in acting. And that is when you went to D-Zone Productions for drama series auditions. After impressing the producers and directors, you were asked to join the Pula Power team as presenters. Quote, we were quick to agree to take on such an opportunity. Close quote. That's you, May. And also, they also managed to get roles in a drama series which is yet to air on BTV. Which show? Do you guys have a show?
Pelokale, that we
Pelokale.
did actually.
Okay, and the twins have shown great talent and originality on air since they began presenting that segment on Pula Power. So I want to get to Honoro. How, without knowing directions. Okay, first of all, is this true? We push Ayana, we push Asabu to me. Which is the
She's getting ready
like
for a
that.
fight.
Eh,
Kira yak.
Hey, over the roll bagan. 4 fingers in between like this.
It's too high, right?
Yeah. So
wow. Do you know the
there's
source?
more. I think it's showbiz.
Must show this to us.
Kati, the German
this an
twins.
old thing?
You guys look up to it's old.
Look up to?
You guys look up to American twins Tia and Tamara Maori,
okay.
who started the
Yeah, we were
acting
young.
at tender age, and
Wow.
you've also worked for the Batswana as models. And
Yeah, we did. No, we did.
We
yeah,
did.
hold on. What? Okay, which other one? Okay, you want to the German brand, as they are also trying to venture into radio presenting. And they want to grow the German brand by playing a number of roles, such as emceeing at events, doing campaigns for the youth, being brand ambassadors and public speakers, which you did. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff being said here about y'all. So, how much of it is true and how much of it is false?
I think a lot of it is true in a way, but in a sense, but it was just
Confused.
misconstrued and confused. I think these guys should make people proofread the things they write.
I don't know.
Why would you write an article about someone and not try to?
They didn't care back then. Do you remember how the industry worked?
Who was it? Who was it?
That's big.
Who was it?
I don't know his name.
Anyways, I don't think there was any ill intent because there's nothing really bad said
Yeah.
about that. There's a lot of misinterpretation, I would say.
Misinformation.
Misinformation, but the journey kind of did go like that. We already born when we kind of had already started just our journey.
Okay.
And
What was the start? Like, how did you?
Take it from the top, honey.
Botswana Youth Games 2014. We've done it's just a long time ago, Lydia.
Okay, okay, Scar. I get the question is how.
How did,
right?
Hey, how
all
did
of
you
that.
guys get started on?
So-
and because bear in mind, the conversation is that you guys are literally getting into town and you don't have connections. And a lot of the time, people think, for people to get to where you guys ultimately got to was because of connections and stuff like that. So, break it down. Did you get summoned?
Oh no, we didn't know anyone.
But it's not like I'm asking it like that. It's just that, like, you know.
You know, Lydia, I think I remember a time we were in Avani. I think there was Moratua, there was Mbali. Tell me, I've forgotten completely, but we first started in
Messing up with
theater,
this,
right?
Eh.
The story is long, but I need you to rush
Yeah.
it. Lydia, o simola ka gore, ile ke tsogoma phakela be ke brusha me. Yeah, no. So I really, I think you guys have noticed that, right?
No, she's got the drama inside the
It's like, I get you to rata Sensodan, but this time I get ke ikutlwa kogi. And then you're like, Lydia, you are just telling me about your evening. Once her,
I don't need all of that.
Okay. We were at Avani for something, I don't know what. And then we were talking, and then a lady called Mbali Khosidinsi heard us talking, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys twins." Twin, I get it.
The twin power.
The twin power, right? Twin card. And then she's like, "Oh, okay." Then we had a little conversation, and then she's like, "Are you guys interested in theater? Have you guys ever done any acting?" And we're like, "No, we haven't." Right? And then she's like, "Okay, are you?" Because we were in varsity, both of us now at that time.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Are you looking to make extra money? I need you guys to be I need understudies. I'm doing a thing. I have a concert. I have a show. Go Mighty Song 2014, and that's how I think that's where we started. 2014, Mighty Song 2014. She had a show called Zeleng, and then she needed understudies for Lerato, Motara Khole and Lerato.
I forgot her name.
I forgot Lerato also, but like she's
an actress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lerato and Mpo, and then they're both in South Africa, right? And then she's like, she needs understudies for when they come. So that's how we jumped on it. And I remember we were getting paid for every time we go. So we're in Maruapula. Unfortunately, we lived right by Maruapula, so we just walk to the school and then do that and be understudies. And then that's when Lerato Motshara Khol aka Nzembini got there, and like she really took a liking to us as well as Lerato, and like we learned a lot from them. We learned just how to carry yourself, punctuality, that's not wrong. Like she's very like strict with time and and all those things. And
and she was the first person who actually taught us a very important lesson in this industry. Yeah, she came up to us and was like, "Are you getting paid? How much are you getting paid?
Yeah.
What is the contract here? What is the deal?" I'm like, nah. And she's like, no,
It doesn't work.
no, it's not. You guys, you wake up, you come, and being an understudy, people maybe don't understand. Like it's the hardest thing because we are shadowing these two characters. So it was a 2-woman show. Lydia and I were the backing characters, right?
and they're SAFTA award winners, both of them.
And we need to know their lines word for word. When Lerato misses a beat and she looks at me, I need to be able to tell her your next line is without looking at
From
the
the
script.
shadows.
Yeah. And I need to be in eye contact with her to be able to. And and she was like, "You guys, you actually even do more than us, the actors, because you're supporting us.
Yeah.
And you make sure we're comfortable. We're remembering when spaces.
That's how theater works.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I get in theater, there's no cut. Let me do it again.
Keep going. Yeah.
And
keep
it's
going.
always about improvising,
Hey.
right? But when you forget your words, you kind of just need to look at Scar, and then
Hey.
Scar will go like,
Hey.
and then you know what, that's the part where you kick the
Where you
ball,
kick,
and then you are back into your mojo.
Improve that thing.
Yeah.
Learn
So
something new every day,
she taught us a lot of stuff, but then we then my in 2014 aired, and it was a 5-day show or something. Pula played, and then Pula Power came to cover it.
Okay.
And I remember Sumaya Marope, that beautiful lady.
Lovely.
Sure. Yeah. she was a presenter. What is the show called? Trends, and I think she did it with Steez, rest in peace. We love that guy.
Yeah.
And they came to us, they interviewed us, and they came with this approach like, you guys being in a South African movie, are you guys South African? And we were like, no.
No, she was talking to us like we were South Africans. She's like, you know what? You'd always tell her, It's just like like assuming that we were South African.
Yeah.
Because
And we're like,
these two actors were shadowing our South African.
Yeah.
So we told her, no, we're not South African. It's Mon. I can't do well and son. We're like, no, Rabatswana. And then I don't know.
just imagined her
Did they
saying
take our context? I don't remember. I
don't know if they took our context, but then after that we had an article by someone wrote an article, and they just said German twins take, because after being the understudies, I guess that's when you now move off a stage and then the main characters come on, and then like Mbali was like, I can't lose these amazing people, and then she made us what's called the Greek choir, so we were just there in the corner singing along, right, because it was a musical.
It's a musical, yeah.
And then like we were in there, and like I think we did our best, and like people really noticed us, and then we had a really amazing article. Someone wrote about us, and they called us the German twins. That was the birth of the German twins, because
we didn't give them the name, right?
we never said we were the German twins.
But on my Facebook, I tell her
Mavis
Mavis German,
German.
Lydia German.
Eh.
German, which is my mother's maiden surname. I remember German Dollar had some beef with us. Well, not beef, but he was just like,
You know what it was, I think, from my point of view, you guys were going national. And he's like a really, really like, we introvert, man, he's really talented.
Yeah.
So it felt like, who are these girls taking my name? And I'm gradually trying to get it up
And
there.
a lot of people asked us, are you guys related to German Dollar? I'm like, we're not colored, but like,
We're not
So this is the ultimate, like, this is the ultimate to get discovered and your star starts rising. So why is all of these name dropping? Like, what is going on here in this article? There was people you met, but it's not like they ultimately put you on or
But like
anything
Scar,
like
it's
that.
like now Otokilo mention, because if this person had known that we knew each other, then Scar also called them for a pep talk and taught them about rap.
Yeah.
It was
I
one
feel
of
like-
these light conversations you're having, and you're thinking that a professional will sieve. Number one, OD, he knows we love him.
Yeah.
We are his biggest fans till this day. Later can be seen a couple of videos.
No, we're still talking
maybe
about
it's-
him in
No,
this show. We
you
talk
talk
about
about
him
him.
every damn show. I think we need on the corner of the screen to have a V meter.
How?
Like where every time someone mentions
Gaborone.
V or mentions something about him,
you take a shot.
Bing. Oh,
You take a shot. What about the guys who don't drink?
Why? That's what I.
They'll have to.
But anyhow, let's get back to where
but,
we're at. Yeah. So
we
you guys
met-
were able to get pretty much spotted. Like
Yeah, we
because
were.
because of your skills. It
But
wasn't-
it's the same thing, saying Scar, if you had seen us maybe at the 2014 Youth Games and be like, you too, I remember you
Yeah, from
from
there.
Tonota.
Yeah.
And it was just that kind of story you were telling. Oh yes, Rabani V saw us. V, you know him, OD is always loud.
Yeah.
Obitsa Zusar hela bona
bona
ke
ke
ni
ba,
di twina ke gape ke di twini tse din ten ten.
I
It's just
don't
like
say,
so then it was just like, and then, but you know what? I'm not mad at this article. This person must have
But
been
like even with the Botswana models shoot, we
while we were shooting theater.
while we were shooting theater, we kind of got a sponsorship of some sort with them.
We
Then
modeled
did a
with their
sh- we-
diamond.
We modeled
Okay.
with their jewelry range
So-
at the time, but it wasn't an exclusive thing.
So people have lived in this city all their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even have one of those opportunities. Let alone all three or even four of the ones that
Yeah.
ultimately pushed you towards where you ultimately went. And, you know, does your mom pray?
She prays a lot.
What?
No.
How do we?
My mom prays a lot. My mom prays a lot, but at the same time,
Hey, did you catch that?
What?
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
There's no.
It's Monday.
Is there even is there dash in here?
It's
The
Wednesday.
interview it's midweek. It's midweek.
Wednesday.
It's at what's Wednesday called? Hump day.
Hump day. It's hump day
It's
today.
the peak.
Tomorrow is a holiday.
So,
Hey,
what's
what-
the issue here?
It's pre-drinks.
Bona guess it's in sequence.
Guy.
Purposes.
Damn.
Maybe.
Damn.
Where were we at? Like,
Oh, no, does our mom pray a lot?
hey, how is it like? You know, sometimes I get about listen. You know, opportunities. When opportunity means luck, whatever, all that stuff. How are you able to get all of these really life-changing setups? I guess one births the other, other.
Yeah.
How do you think you were able to like?
Talent.
You
It's
know?
talent. Ska.
It's talent.
talent,
No,
It's
but it's talent,
talent.
Mavis, and sorry for interjecting. It's talent, and then it's humility, and it's always just being the authentic version of yourself.
Yeah.
Because even Obana, the fact that we were at Zeleng and we did the Mighty Son thing, and our like claim to fame was theater actually. And then from there, one of our makeup artists for Zeleng, who had the she was doing the youth games, and she needed people to help her with makeup. And she's like, because I really like Mavis and Lydia, she's like, guys, are you interested in me teaching you how to do makeup?
Yeah.
There's a gig coming up, let's do makeup. And because we quickly learn also, like we're so versatile. And you're not thing because everything had to make money for us.
Yeah.
You understand me? Because my mom had us ale motona, so like we've never wanted to be a burden mo go mama. Imagine little 20 something, your mom onto abata go duela rent,
yeah.
go regular toiletries and transport money. So we always looked for ways to make money.
Yeah.
So that was it. And then from
All the way out of
Zeleng,
cabs and stuff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the families out there. Yeah.
happy money for drinks. Like you don't wanna you don't want to ask your mom for money for drinks.
Yeah.
How I really out. Body nala bo miriri. Do that for yourself. Cause
Yeah.
mama I know you patala la gore lo hanle man ka ditselan. Too much braids.
Isn't the wig?
Too much bukharebe. No, like my mom was always about be humble. Like
Yeah.
some would you until you get them when you work and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So it was that happened, right?
No, but
And then-
Lydia, just not to interject, but we were also trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
The industry, like, because our family was just like, hey, Bamo TV, hey, Bamo. We were trying to just prove a point, and we couldn't afford to ask anyone for help because we were trying to make it known that you can actually make something, you can make money, you can have a decent life all in the industry. And now you are pushing and you're compromising, and sometimes you're uncomfortable, but your pride is saying, I want my mom to keep pushing for this dream and stop telling me, but now I want me to be a nurse at some point. Like, and you're just trying to show her that kitiro.
This
And
is
that is the
work.
struggle we all face, I think, as young artists or just trying to come up more Botswana, because they're just like more TV. But so the last thing you want to do is ask mama for money for anything. So
Yeah.
if it's makeup, we're there.
Yeah.
If it's us doing this, we're there.
if it's promo girls, why
We're there.
Like
Then proactive blind about securing some money for yourselves and like some independence. Why do you think that is? Why do you think like you guys were there's not a lot of young people at that age, especially if you're getting allowance. You don't think about getting extra money. What do you think it is about your upbringing and how you guys were from where you are from that made you have this hunger for more?
We wanted to be big. Is that not the reason, Lydia?
yeah, I think we've always wanted to be and also we love, like, as twins, me and her like we love our own space. I posted a status the other day, I am living everything that I've prayed for, and I'm not saying it's a glamorous life, and I'm not saying I drive an expensive car that I
It's
don't have,
yours.
but I'm just like, Mavis, this is everything we've prayed for, having our own little house with its own little cozy corners, sleeping in our own little beds, having some wine, being able to host your friends, and that is literally it. Like 10 years ago, you didn't have those things. You understand me? So, and one of the biggest things also is like my dad. My dad was always like, do whatever you want to do, but like school, right?
School.
And then he was always just like, men will never come to save you. You understand? But like, you know, looking at thing, he was just about school.
Yeah.
To some degree. And then one of the biggest things I feel like is also the circle of people we surrounded ourselves with.
Yeah.
Despite us knowing a lot of people, like people in our inner circles, they really do look out for us.
Yeah.
Like I don't chill with like my brothers, like other people have like super close relationships with my brothers.
Yeah.
But I have people like Scar
Yeah.
who see me, and like if I'm in trouble or you feel like I'm uncomfortable
Or you're with a shady character.
Yeah.
Scar will
I'm
come
with a
like,
shady character.
Mommy.
Mommy, see that guy. You know?
Eh, mommy, we took mo Gaborone, and you're like, that's Scar's telling me something with that.
Oh, it's all gabs. Yeah, no, you can
Gotta
read
make
between
sure.
the lines, you know.
Yeah,
and I feel
that.
like it was that a lot of, and then you have to get to a point where you stop relying on people and now learn people your own and like use your own intuition.
Definitely.
And that's what I'm saying to Mavis. Maybe it was talent also, and just our characters before it was anything. And if you have an amazing experience with me right now in a professional setup, what's wrong with now saying, you know what, the Podicast needs a bit of German
ghost
sprinkle.
lady.
You know, talk about ghost lady.
You never know. You never
like,
know. I mean,
that is it.
You guys are naturals at it, and this is why I'm always like in awe of like how you guys were progressing with it. And you know, I don't know. I don't want to put this title out there, but like you were the first twin it girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, still are.
It's still,
Still.
no. The it girl in Botswana, Wabona Kiraya. You guys were that at a certain point when you were younger.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. You were hosting all the events. You were at every show. I think you were the reason Pula Power started actually going to gigs.
Yeah.
No?
How did we get this? No.
Wow, let's just like, yeah.
No, correct. I feel like
Scar, yes. That
Yes.
is a brilliant observation. And that is a brilliant observation.
No, I'm here.
but
that
I
really
want to
is.
go back. Now I'm the show
No,
host.
but what I mean is I'm here.
I'm the
And
show host.
we can go.
So,
Where do you want to
we-
go? What? Break it down.
We skipped something.
What do we skip, Mama?
I'm going to be brief. I can make
Yes.
So from theater, then we did makeup, right? And then from makeup, my sister worked at an NGO, and they were doing Pelokhale.
Hey.
That's how we got into Pelokhale.
The audition to do the TV show.
Guys, like if you're looking for extra money, audition block 6 or something. We went for auditions, got the part. Mavis played a sister, I played her little sister, got the gig. Narile ko di zone studios, rebata.
Mad. Yes, we always saw our
Wow.
checks.
I think we were getting our checks because like
Wow, you remember
Oh God. That's detrimental. Wow. God.
I've struggled with this a lot.
Yes,
Cornelia
maybe.
gone to go
Ne
relate
re ile
to
go
that.
tsaya madi a Pelokhale a the drama series
Okay.
e le gore re ile go tsaya madi he re tse go tsaya madi re sale re shoota where's the money no le tahiwa madi I think kana be re wa di check tsa rona re kwaletse di check
Yeah.
mon Thabiso lucky for him o kopana really in high spirits
Kana we were working from D Zone
D
to
Zone, which is just by
Hela
Game City.
Wa go cash di check ke a lo re tela lo re
re hela
re heditse and then re heditse re hetsa madi a rona o the re ka kana ma fresh by that lady ke a lo gore wa planning wa like
How much was it?
like 2.5 or something.
Each?
What was it? Something like
nah,
that.
this is something
I'm
you
trying to
don't
get like
remember.
the money then, because this is when TV was really starting.
Don't
For real. Like,
and I remember I
to
have
pay
really good
peop-
recall.
No, I mean
It
like
was
as its own entity.
Can
As
I
its
name
own
it?
entity, it was the first time that I'd seen like government take on a company to do programs for the government broadcaster. So I always wanted to know how the money circulated in those type of setups, because you know.
Kana now these are people close to tears mo Podicast.
I wanna I'm not even there. I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, so when you guys started charging, you know, nearly 2,500 couldn't take.
No,
I literally she remembers it was 1.8.
I think it was-
really emotional. We watched this.
No,
I can tell.
I think there was an I think we paid something right after, and then balance or something like that. I wouldn't say I remember the specific, but I remember those checks were around 1.8, the remainder or something like that.
But that is
That's
neither
neither
here nor
nor
there,
there.
right?
When you like the
Yeah,
juice.
I was just trying to get an idea,
When I
yeah.
scoop, yeah.
No, give me check idea.
Hey,
No.
it was like, for me, I was like, at that time, it was good money, right? And like, we were so happy. Then he's like, whoa. I come on, he's like, drama. Bring it all the drama. Whoa, wait. Are you guys twins? Like, yes.
Yeah, we are.
Stranger danger.
Like, yes, strange man, bye.
Yes. No, wait first. You guys are twins. Wow. So let's to get our money. And then he's like, like one conversation later, and he's like, I really like your energy. Please come and audition.
No, he asked us, have you ever thought
Been
of
on
being TV presenters?
presenters.
We're like,
Yeah.
no, but we don't mind.
yeah.
And he's like, go upstairs. You
Sign
need to, what?
Not a sign up. The next day.
No, we did that same
There
day.
were auditions. Audition
Same day.
elebato.
Same day.
Nope, you don't remember.
Same
You don't
day.
even remember the story. Let me tell you. Amape, wasn't she high-fiving me just now? You remember?
Okay, fine.
Then it was Mavis, where
I
did we
don't
get the
believe it.
dresses and the clothes? Remember we came back?
No,
You had to
yes.
go back.
Yes,
Hey.
yes.
Get the clothing.
Abara bolela hore re
So
teka
good.
dikana.
Ghana, these are characteristics of petty people.
Who remember
Remembering every
everything.
detail. Hey, leaders petty.
I'm like, no, you were wearing blue that day because I remember hore no ro tshetswe ke star so ga teng ke tamati so ba go change. Hey, like I remember things like that.
No doubt.
Hey, so like then like he was like go register. NSTs was the one like go really register go and then come back Ghana when then we came back dressed up and and we auditioned for Pula Power. And after we auditioned for Pula Power, it didn't take long. He's like, there were a few people that came audition.
Do you remember any of them?
No. Don't.
Nah.
I'm just checking, you know.
Nah.
Sometimes people will hate on you for the rest of your life because you're in a
No,
queue
because you
with
don't remember them.
And an audition that you got that they didn't. I got
No, I don't even think they remember.
Hey, like I really get nako idols.
No,
So plain le yotlele mona I didn't think.
Scar, not idols. You're an adult.
Yeah,
No,
Idols
Bella.
East Africa.
Huh?
Hey, I was
Why worry?
presenting Idols
Ui,
East
right.
Africa. Come on, I was a judge.
Oh, no,
What?
Idols East Africa. You want?
Are you? Rebonse.
No, come on.
Scar.
Yeah.
Come on, this is not about me.
No,
You want to see?
Let's just see.
Hey, no. Idols
Are you
East
for
Africa.
real?
Don't want to be on a show and not be sure about the
No,
whole.
come on. I'm serious. Like this nigga lying. No way. No, I was on Idols East Africa. But like I'm saying, sometimes in a small place like Botswana, you end up getting a lot of backlash from
Yeah.
people who
I
wanted
didn't
what you got.
remember.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Take it. Get one of this nigga
No, I
lying.
See this.
Oh, sure. Oh, no. Hoster.
East Africa. No,
Oh, like
I was
you're
a
the
judge.
judge.
I was
He
playing
said
that Simon Cowell type dude.
You were mean. You're
Yeah,
one
I
of
was
the mean ones.
Let me show
Okay, I'm
you.
just gonna leave the
Show
mic
you
a bit.
this one. Show you this one. I think this is Malawi. Hey, get in like that.
Why do you think you should be on?
Who do you ropela?
Yeah. And the power. Read the whole Africa. Alright, what are you gonna be saying? Bring the spear. Bring the spear. Yeah, I understand.
Not the nigga.
Spear.
Bring a spear.
Alright, go ahead.
Every time
Bring a spear.
Hey.
That sounds like bring a spear. I was about to pull out a spear. That was horrible. Come on, Steve.
Not the redo.
Thank you.
Wow, Scar, not to be mean. Scar, you are mean. imagine
My
the
mom
mic
actually-
hitting me at the back of my
My mom
head.
actually called me when I was doing the show. I'm Hey,
Oh, la, la, le bana.
because like this one, I don't know, like the contract is over and whatever. Like reality TV shows are scripted
Yeah.
to some
No,
extent,
to some
but
extent,
not
obviously.
everything is.
So
like,
you had to be the Simon.
I had to be the Simon. They were the lady who was pretty much a bit softer, and then the other dude who's a record producer who tries to be balanced like the Randy Jacksons of this world.
Yeah, who are you?
Hey, so
Come
I
here.
think that's when I did the audition where there was a bunch of people who ended up hating me. Is when I got booked on this thing, and it was because I was so irritated when I got to the interview. When they gave me the singers, I was just an asshole. But that's right.
That is your character.
That was my character on there. Yeah, you should watch
We
all
need
of
to
it.
delve into this after
No,
this.
so you guys then auditioned and then you guys got it. I don't know how we went all the way there. with
Yeah, but I get nervous.
it. Yeah, you guys should check out. I was on Idols. I'm that nigga for real, for
Wow,
real.
you been that nigga.
Forever, my nigga. And this is why I understand all the talent. It always needs like a space to be harnessed. And this is why like I'm really, really happy for you guys. No one took it away from you.
Yeah.
No boys.
Nope.
Turbulence and nerdy.
Kebato.
Niggas never try to get in your drawers. Like niggas were macking. Like how were you
When?
guys able? You know what? When you started getting sold up, then niggas start hollering because there's some girls who come into town and then they have this boyfriend who they're in Form 5 with.
Yeah.
This nigga comes here. Maybe he goes to BAC too, or he goes to UB. They hang out. Sometimes they have like some fresh during lunches and whatever. And then she discovers these niggas that are age who have cars, and then she switches on this brother. You guys were never those girls who switched up on a nigga.
No, we it's
you
not even
arrived
about
in Gabs.
it's not. I don't want to say about ba
You did it.
No,
We never switched up on
We never
anyone.
switched up
We
on
were never-
anyone.
Can I? Well, I'm the one who remembers things. I remember that I was not in a relationship when I came to Gabs. Like I was not.
And I
Were
was
you in a relationship when you came
I was
to
in a
Gabs?
solid relationship, and it was a long distance relationship. That's what I can remember.
Yeah.
And it was the love of my life at the time, and I was just like, okay. And I was just like, and that guy was the love of my life, and at that point, there was no distractions because there was no competing with him. Because, when you get along with someone and someone truly gets you, and we had that, white love. Pure. Me and this nigga, we were just, we were. No, Scar, it was
deep.
wholesome, it was good.
Not lending the
I
ball and the
like-
beautiful all off.
It was a great relationship. I was like, I'm always in the front row.
Nah. It was
not gonna
solid, right?
No,
No.
Jola. And this gent was obviously just a bit older than him. But like, her sorry.
Oh, you made that mistake.
No,
Much
like
older.
3 years older than you.
Yeah, no, 3.
Hey, and like, he was solid.
No, she come for you. It's like, 3. That was not the truth. How older? Because she was like, 3. Like you just discovered what number it was. 3.
Something like that.
All right.
No, but like,
Like a
Bonene
young
Vale-
5 though. Like
Why is she talking about my stuff? I could
No,
want
like,
to
this
single
guy,
and
yeah,
get
no,
no,
but
but
thank you. Yeah.
And what's happening?
Couple also like, Scar, I'm trying to help you because I have the upper advantage. I will make her spill.
Yeah, no, Bulldog has turned into Bulldozer.
no, we're trying to figure out
What's going on here?
because people switch up on people when they go to varsity and
no.
stuff. So I'm trying to figure out when you were in this Lerato Lulubi Tepo, what changed when you got into Gabs?
No, we did. We broke up at certain point, but not me, him.
After you
because
were in
I'm
Gabs
not-
and he was somewhere else.
He came back. We tried now an organic relationship.
Maraburo,
Did a beautiful thing, ended beautifully. We still have a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
And then now when I tell you about dating and gaps, I swear there have been guys who have bet who have seen us on stage. At that time, I remember we started the soccer babes. Lydia, was it that
Soccer
5 or
Babes, the one
5
that was just
soccer
a
babe
lot
thing?
of fuckery.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like otsana ko dipotsong tsa ga Scar.
Emma. No, Soccer Babes.
No.
There was an event at Soccer
Yeah,
Babes.
no, but we're talking about, and the thing is, I remember, the thing is, dating is really hard when you're kind of in the limelight because these guys made a bet bet you I'm going to date Mavis and let's bet you'll date Lydia. Didn't happen, but like then there was a lot of that
Is it date
happening.
or smash?
Smash.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that happening, but I was so fortunate that Naleleja still again we were surrounded by batho, by
real people.
Real people, like you could never ever have even our camera guys. Like you could never leave Agrippa's side, and Agrippa is this huge man. Agrippa, hey, waka. You're like, Agrippa, get drink. When you just wanna go flat and hey, get up. Even camera.
D7.
D7. D7. Hey, Mike,
D12.
Let's go. But like those guys,
proper instructions.
It's just being overprotective over you.
And all our camera crew, everyone, our lights, it was all guys. So every one of them, it was always all hands on deck. Because maybe they could see the naivety we didn't see.
Yes.
They could see what but like I think they saw something, and it was just always, we have never been in a situation where we felt uncomfortable or we felt or anything. Or even the times the events in we are doing it big, we were there. Our crew doesn't leave without us. We are all a crew. How even they oh bye guys, you end up making them your psychologists. Hey, we told Angela Maloba can Angela Maloba happy over Tango Salalan. Maybe Tana Mokumbi Yadi's own rotera. One by one.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that has always been our experience, but yeah.
I want to talk to that though. Why is it so hard for girls who grew up in Gabs?
To do what?
That.
To not.
To indulge with, because a lot of them, unfortunately, fall by the wayside because these niggas do take advantage of them way before their careers take off.
Niggas artists or just people in the media industry like us.
In the media industry. Well,
and then being taken
I think
advantage.
girls in the industry.
Baby, you said when they taking advantage, why is it so hard for them?
Bali cheka. Because I'm saying, because I mean, we can have these conversations on every platform that I've been. I've been on Yarona. I did it when I was at Ice 100. You are still like a measure for.
Shout out to you, Scar Mona. We sort of every time this guy is on something, he's just always like, pull up. I remember Ice, like that was an amazing interview.
But niggas wanted to. It's that now this is ours.
Yeah.
So now we can do what we want here. No one can fire us.
No, I genuinely really enjoyed that interview, and I don't even remember. We were literally having the same conversation, but like, wow.
But the thing is, what's really crazy about it is that this It Girl title, there's a lot of that popping up in the entertainment industry right now. You know, I want to talk a bit about your experience and not like your, and comparing it to now.
Yeah.
You know, why is it so easy for these girls to fall by the wayside, not graduate, not be able to fall, to land on their fucking feet?
That's fine. It's fine, Scar.
Because I said that word.
Yeah.
Usually, no, did.
Like, try, for me, it's like if you're in the... what I'm trying to understand as a question.
Compare that to your experience as well.
Okay, for me, it's like... As a person in the entertainment industry, like, why is it so hard for you not to be...
Especially for the ladies.
For the ladies. But before you answer it, because I know she has a very good answer for it, I want to say it's popularity. What I see is popularity versus talent.
Yeah.
And a lot of these ladies are popular, but are they really talented? Like, I could confidently compare myself and my twin... whatever, many years back, 5-6 years back, and I don't know, maybe they're around 2 or just 1 female MC or TV presenter that I could say maybe could have lived up to us. And Lydia hates it when she thinks I'm sounding overconfident, but the talent was there, and the thing is, Scar, the thing you've been you've been kind of pushing this whole time in the interview has been no connections, no whatnot. You were just making it was pure talent.
Yeah.
And the thing is, sometimes you just cannot you just can't what is the word? This game contain. You can't
There's the
contain. Yeah. You can't contain talent.
Yeah.
When talent is there, it'll find a way.
Yeah.
It's like trying to just cover your hand around a light.
Yeah, something that can't
Something
be
will,
contained.
a life will be touched. Someone will want to talk to us. Someone will always, and that's always what's happened to our career.
Yeah.
And to this day, so now, Leja, you can express why do you feel like
They're falling by the wayside
question,
before.
they're just being,
Yeah, and they're just being
how did they
used,
get
man.
there, Scar? The question is,
Yes,
how did they get there? How did they land that exact
Because
opportunity?
it doesn't stop. You
Yeah.
understand me?
Yeah.
If I have to finesse myself into just getting some airtime on the podcast.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah,
It's got like or we
No
bump
doubt.
into each other all the time, but
okay,
you're like,
yeah.
oh, there's Lily and Mavis. But like for me, it's like, yeah, Mavis is saying the truth. How did you get there? That will always that is your lifeline now. That is your lifeline. Hore. Now you have to do or accommodate certain things that
And
you
it's not
really
even
don't.
about the industry,
don't
is
wanna
it?
do.
It's not about the industry.
Even
it's
in
just
even in corporate, how it's
It's a rope.
Or you live by the
So-
fire. You live by the sword. You die. You live by the fire. You die by the fire.
now you live by the sword, I get you die by the
You
sword.
die by the sword, yeah.
Yeah.
That is what's happening. And the thing is, and the thing is, it's very short-lived. It's short-lived because there was no talent. Was there passion?
Yeah.
Was there even passion?
I don't
Because-
know.
and
I'm just, I'm saying yeah with a question mark.
it bothers me because you come into a space where people have dreamt about being this all their lives and they have the talent, but you come in and you have connections and you do it and you're just
Whack.
whack.
Yeah.
So why are you coming into a space when you're this whack? And
Well, okay, personal branding. You are now in the corporate space.
yeah.
This word is being flown around. Guys already now who dabble in all of that.
No, I'm a professional.
No, I know you're a professional, my mister. Guys already. All of us are professionals. I can write it. AI. Hey, but like I'm just saying, or like why do you think it's so difficult for boom? Maybe I lost my train of thought. Wait. Hey, you are in corporate and you are in the creative space, and the personal branding aspect of all of this stuff, where people feel that. Okay, now I'm a brand now.
Yeah.
I'm a brand now. And this goes to men and women. How do you think that, because you guys are walking in with brands, so
Yeah.
sometimes it looks like you're cheating.
Or as in just being a
because
brand
and
and then
as a
working,
brand,
eh.
and then why are you trying to be a brand? Mona, you're just one call. You work in, you're the clerk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, but I'm a brand, man. Where's the disconnect here? Because I think that's how ultimately talent falls by the wayside, because everyone is a brand.
Yeah.
So, Lona, from your experience on both sides of the fence, how do you think we can stop? Girls are on Instagram, man, taking the wrong type of photos and Mutu is a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, what I want to pick your brains on that. Why are people getting it? Not everyone
need
should be a
to-
celebrity.
I think for me, it's like I'll give it my 2 cents, because for the past 7 years, ever since I left TV left me, we still have a confused relationship, or just publicity in a way. Then it was just like we sort of go into work and start working, right? And all this time I've been doing social media and digital, right? So right now, it's for me, like I manage or I give advice to influencers, or I'm the one now that picks and chooses. Or are we taking local corner, or are we choosing, does Lebadi align with this brand? And now I'm at the back end of seeing how I got cut off. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
And sometimes the reasons are as vague as she was rude to me last weekend. I was with her at a session.
Or
and
I have a friend. I prefer my friend.
Oh, I prefer no, but for me, it's always been like some situations where o kgona go nna le mathata out, right? And then at the same time no, look, we're looking for a gig and this is a bank. Bona do post on social media, right? So I feel like people, you can have your 5 minutes of fame and the content that you like to post, but there comes a time where you kind of have to kind of figure out how is the world gonna see me, right? This picture is never gonna disappear. Look at, like, so many things have happened, so many things. Like, you just showed us a clip and it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube
never
forever.
gonna go away.
And I was rude to that poor guy.
Yeah,
you weren't. You weren't.
Okay, I was working.
You
but
were
like,
working,
it's
but
not
you didn't.
me though.
Yeah.
People will never get it.
People.
Need the inside joke.
Okay, sorry.
People.
So sorry. Hey, people.
Wow. People will never get it because at the end of the day, it's like whatever you put out is permanently stuck. Do you understand me? This interview right now, I can't just say, now I'm getting married to the president. How many? Oh, can't delete, but I don't know how many people have saved it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many clips there are on TikTok. And it's just that till today, Kim Kardashian's tape is still haunting
out there.
her. You understand me?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just the lack of, it's just this thing, living in the moment, doing what the people are always like, hey, don't worry about what people say. Worry. Not that I worry. You understand me?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about what they say about what I'm dressed or how I look or my makeup or stuff, but I'm worried about, like, what will people say in terms of I have a mom, I have brothers, I have work colleagues, I have
Nieces and
I have
nephews.
nieces and nephews, I have friends that look. And I think it's a certain level of morality that you just lose chasing likes.
Yeah.
Man, I post on Facebook and I get like 10 likes. I'm good because, like, I know what I use Facebook for. It's an archive for me because, like, the minute I lose my phone, I know where to get all my memories.
All the pictures, yeah.
You understand
Yeah,
me?
for the
And even
family
on
and stuff,
TikTok, I even on Instagram, I post things and I archive them deliberately because it's my photo album. Because I'll never lose my. But like some people just feel like that's what it is.
I just can throw it out there. And that's what, like Owen Rampa once talked about. We always talk about it on the show. It's like consumer hell. Or if you come in the, social media, if you come in there and you're just showing off like that, it's going to want to be fed. You know, you get those first 100 likes.
Yeah.
You go looking for it. And then, kantelanyana wapots. You
Yeah.
know, because, no. Fuck, I'm trying everything.
Join OnlyFans, mamas.
Yeah, OnlyFans a bit more private, is it not?
Hey, people have to pay to
But does
see
it
you.
pay here in
They need
Botswana?
to pay to see you naked. No, I'm just saying,
Hey,
Kore,
because
people
people
need to understand
what
that.
they're
And
doing.
because now I work with brands and I work with social media, I understand in Botswana, okay, LinkedIn, re ta e dirisa for job ads and and thought leadership. Mo go ga dinepe tse di nudi mo social media.
It's for what? Tshwere flower ranyana yana.
Aye, why one?
Kore o ipotsa gore ngwana o
You
maloba
know,
na bua ka
you know the
setshetso.
other day there was a conversation about pregnancy shoots.
Oh no, wait, that nigga is naked in the picture.
No,
Hey.
there was a general conversation I saw about pregnancy shoots.
Okay, what do you think about
Mavis,
them? Because
what do you
Mavis. Sorry, I'm sorry. Mavis, your mic. Talk to the mic.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
pregnancy issues.
You've been on
Pregnancy
TV
issues.
before.
Eh.
Yeah, there was a conversation about pregnancy issues
Barring.
on hey, we saw this thing yes ka asiranya go no sabatho mo show.
What is wrong with pregnancy issues?
Anyways,
Unless for
what
those
like
guys who
oh,
are naked on the pregnancy shoot.
Why am I talking about pregnancy shoots?
No, because
But
there
anyway-
was an issue recently
No,
about
there
it.
was a topic held about pregnancy shoots. It was just like, Basadi, me. If you are pregnant, older than one, should you be covering a cloth and then, because they're even comfortable showing the butt. Ladies, is it really important? Anyways.
But is it? I mean, I
It's
really
like,
don't want
what
to speak
is the
on it because I
thing?
don't,
What is the
can't get pregnant
thing?
and stuff.
Like,
so.
what is the
What
thing?
is the point?
What is the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason? I get it's about
the feminine body.
It's feminism. I can't remember.
Femininity.
Bully.
Get it at Drinks Direct.
Bully. Bulldog bullying me. Bullying my tongue. But
Hey, femininity.
Femininity,
Yeah, ma.
feminism. I wear what I want. I do what I want. I work in a sensitive space all around. I work with NGOs. And I am aware of all of those things. But I also know that there are people that are ignorant to those things. And I also understand that there are things that I want to preserve for my partner, for my child. Like, account lo say. And I debate about it sometimes. I put it in my perspective. Okay, what do I want to do, and how do I want to?
Where did she take it to?
Insurance.
I take it everywhere.
Where did she take it
No,
to?
I can take
She
it.
took it to insurance, opening an account for Lucia, I get.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm just
Scar, take
talking-
us back.
No, I'm just. We are talking about.
No, because you can get incapacitated.
Yo, Scar, take us back to the PODI-CAST, please.
No.
Well, this is it.
Right, go. Because like at the same time, people deal with these issues. Women may deal with these issues.
We are. I get it.
Femininity.
Femininity, honey.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everything to do with me and my body and what I conceive with my body.
Yeah.
I have the authority to do what I want with my baby.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Okay, we're on.
No, I get on how mulela
I
account.
tried to
We're on
warn
shaky
Scar.
ground.
Guys,
Well,
did I
I'm
not
shaky-
try to
No, get on
warn
how
this man?
mulela account.
We're on shaky ground.
But
I
I get
can-
it's
I
the
can
same.
feel it.
You guys want to now tread light. It's the same thing with how like if you're doing a photo shoot, a pregnancy shoot, and you feel like, for me, it's just like. It's your body, and you can do anything you want. You want what I mean? There's a difference now between Insta baddies. But why can't they just post but say pregnant?
Oh, okay.
I
That's
get
what
one
the
of my
point
posts about
you're
naked.
leading
So what's your problem? You want to forgive a pregnant lady for posting her tummy and her
That was dope.
Next question. Stop.
Okay, so what controversies have you guys gotten in about boys? Because there was a time you guys were being labeled as that, you are out here banging these dudes.
Which one?
Come on, when I link.
I think it was mostly the guys that couldn't get to you.
Hey.
I know who you talking about.
No, but I'm just saying, how were you
No,
guys
I'm
able
not
to
sure
handle the gossip
actually.
about... No. Well, who do you think I'm talking about?
Scar.
Hey.
We know what you do on this show.
What again? You're not going to catch me crying after when we close and say cut. When we close and we say cut, we can chill there by the pool
And
and
just
cry.
have a comment. And make sure all the cameras are back.
No. I'm saying, they were.
Repeat.
A lot of people, a lot of dudes, because I'm in the entertainment industry. I'm a rapper. But I used to get a guy. But there's some who do know that, who don't know that I know you.
Yeah. And they talk.
Yeah. And they be talking. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm pressed to check them, but sometimes it's more informative to know what this fucking nigga's intentions are, so that
How far the delusion
hey,
goes.
what is he trying to talk about? Yeah, so yeah.
What is the chat about? Smashing or
No,
wanting
they
to?
were labeling you as out here village bicycles,
Oh damn! Is that
and
it?
it didn't help because you guys were traveling the whole country as well, and it was
Straight.
usually with a
And
bunch
we
of
were
niggas.
hot.
Yeah.
And you were getting paid, and we've established that. And I'm not trying to justify my question.
Yeah.
How did you guys manage all of the talk about you, as pertaining to traveling with these many boys, and how were you guys able to
Which are the many boys we were traveling
Like our
with?
crew.
It was one of the tours.
Our
The tours. You
crew.
guys were hosting events. I get it, where there'll be a bunch of people, but I'm not saying it was only
I
you
know we
guys.
Ghana
did
for me.
Bots 50.
Bots 50,
Bots
the Orange
could have been-
Togetherness, Matt.
Bots
the
50 could have
Togetherness.
been controversial.
Yeah.
Orange could have been controversial. We did a new capital tour. Yeah, the movie Yabana. Oh, Marvel.
Yeah,
Lord,
popcorn can get some people in the mood.
So what is the
No, neighbors. What is your take on that chat?
on the? There's no take.
Yeah.
There really is no take.
I think, did you guys go to Namibia with Casper?
Oh.
Yeah, not with. Yeah, we were. Yes, we went to Namibia for.
Why is this nigga standing up?
Let it be known that somebody stood up. So that
Because he
someone in
knows
the production
No, because
team.
Saul just keeps wondering, how is this nigga this good?
Oh, what are you?
Oh my God. Please, Lydia, you.
No, I would like to hear from Nay first with this one.
Take it, I'm laughing.
You stop
And
laughing.
you know, Cass is
okay.
going to watch this also. We're going to
You're
send him a
saying,
link.
what was the question again?
I forgot.
Yeah.
Then I
That's
pieced the
how.
pieces
No,
together.
I worry, like what is that? Like what is our like how
Yeah,
do
but
we
then-
retaliate to these
To all of
chats
these
or
allegations that
or
were
we-
flying around about you guys.
I
when
mean,
you
you're
guys
like
went
what?
to
And then
Japan.
you're like Namibia. Then Namibia.
Namibia is just an example that then it catalyst
Oh.
you into
What
now
happened
thinking,
with-
"Hore, you guys
with
are out
that?
here." Because there is a couple of people
Hey,
who are
guys,
out
we
here.
were out in Namibia with Sasa.
Sasa was there, Ghana as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
R.I.P. Angel.
Yeah, man.
And then Lydia as well. And yeah.
Crispin,
Crispin.
NT
Oh, NT
Base,
Base.
Eh, Tebogang.
and what was that? And
Yeah.
then we went
Yeah.
to VIB Mobile.
Eh.
Yeah,
So
for
no sna metsametsano gone mo triping eo ka
Ne.
trip eo ne emisitse batho dipelo ba le baya gone ba
Shit,
lebeletse
the
ka
guy
we
hore
didn't even MC.
the show didn't happen.
No, the show happened.
Eh.
The show happened, but like we didn't get our slot. To
I think
MC.
that's what made the thing.
Oh,
It's like, why were they
Hore.
there?
Sasa, did she get her trip, her slot?
Sasa was used
Did
to those
Sasa
bullets.
no, but the problem is that did Sasa
But I'm trying to
perform?
get. I know what Sasa thought about what people thought about her and her sexuality and what she does behind closed doors with niggas.
Nah.
I'm trying to get it from you two. Hore. How about the bua bua yana? What is your defense to this? Or and just give me some ideas of how do you duck a room and you're pretty girls. How do you duck a room full of predators?
We don't duck.
I'm not saying Horopa is, you
Like,
know,
what
but
the-
like,
about Uyibela.
At least, yeah, you can't keep saying that as a unit.
No, but Mavis, let's talk
And-
about
and-
this.
and actually, I
Mavis,
will-
No,
then-
wait, because you
And
like
she
disagree.
likes- she's
No,
been
she likes
saying
disagreeing with me.
for the longest time. Love,
Because you said
Ripuelane.
no, I get it about no. She's not getting the context. I get it about the Huipuel. Like, can I just say what I want to say?
Okay,
Oh,
ma'am.
You understand me?
Panta.
Ke batla
So,
go
batla go-
panta,
oh.
like unfiltered. I get it because it comes
because
with
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
important.
it comes with
You
a
guys
lot of
address
name
it because
dropping. Okay,
I don't
one.
want it like
I'm not name
as a
dropping.
stain.
Oh, and I'm
over
not-
your. And
Yeah.
give us some concrete
No,
examples.
it's like Big Brother Scar. I don't
Call
know the
the-
state, but everyone else on there's like, hey, aba agoring. Oh, these niggas, they did you dirty.
I want you guys to walk
No,
out of here with
listen.
your integrity.
Listen to me.
Hey, because
Listen to me.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Kana we tell stories sa go ya go batla go
I'm waiting for it before I run to the bathroom so,
So-
you can.
Oh, that's lovely. For me, it's like early into like when we started. We started TV presenters, right?
Yeah.
And then we started MCing, and like that's when we started doing the road shows and going everywhere.
You guys were killing, man. All
Killing
over the
it.
country.
And that's why I tell you, Hore, you see the whole story, the way we started this podcast.
Yeah.
And when I tell you about our upbringing and that is why we were a nationwide
Yeah.
brand, because like if you want to get Lonnie, we can, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yeah.
if we're there at
Bruh.
if we're at Totome and there's an activation there and any corporate calls us, we can still do it.
Best
You
of
understand me?
both cultures. Yeah.
We're just there. We're malleable. We do what we do. We learn the crowd. Like a DJ coming to a crowd with a set that they prepared. Read the room and change your set. You're a professional. Mavis now.
Are you going to Setswana?
Hey,
Hey, motho a go lotsa go ira ditori. Nna ebile ke a re sa tlhaloganye.
Kante.
Tswa mo gaeng.
Ke batla go itse se di beef tse re sa di itse. No, but no, ra go tlhaloganya. Ne re batla
Where I'm
go-
getting to is that there was a point I remember at your friend's wedding and we were at Majestic and I bumped into Zenzele
Yeah.
Hatchfield.
Yeah.
Zenzele pulled me to the side and like this lady said one thing to me and she said, do what you need to do. You guys are fucking amazing. Sorry for the profanity. You guys are amazing. You guys are doing what you're doing. And I need you to, I need to tell you this. Stay away from anyone remotely related to the industry, whether it's a photographer, whether it's a performer, whether it's a promoter, whether it's a person that works at KBL in marketing. Disassociate yourselves for people to see your talent. And that is it for me. So even when the rumors came up with her, you did this with whoever, we did this, like, I never paid attention, Scabi. We were getting trashed every day. I wasn't even a Twitter person. Mavis wasn't a Twitter. Mavis hates Twitter. I'm still crying and I'm still there. And my niece is like just like my little fighter there on Twitter. Like she's a tweet, like she's a Twitter
she was
beast.
my producer.
Like she was there. Like
name drop Lina Langwana.
Shout out Fifi Kids.
I love her.
I've had some mean producers.
She keeps us young.
She's going. She's the one who's going to
Does
be.
she still have braces?
No.
She took them off. She took them off.
So she's woman up and stuff. Now guys are here.
Still a baby.
It's
He's like, oh Lord, no.
no cap.
Like throwing gang signs up.
Just
I sent her a picture. I sent her a picture on the way here. She's like, "Shut up, player."
So have you taught her also how to protect herself? Because when she was working with us, she was very giggly.
Yeah,
she is.
She's very
You know, you guys are giggly, but also you know how to stand your ground as well.
that one is a protege. She is fine.
Yeah, and then she's really
She
on
is fine.
point.
Hey, Podicast, Fifi Kins, are you ready? And she's like, my Twitter fingers
gonna
are
be on point.
tingling.
Yeah.
Anyone? And but it's like, yeah. Anyway.
So
that was it. That was it. And for me, it's like, when I've done what I did, but like never with that.
Yeah.
And I'll stand on business in that sense. And like even in terms of me, like we're just the same. As long as like, at the end of the day, as long as it's solid to us, then there's no use like trying to deal with every rumor that you've heard about yourself. Because even when you've now shifted from your entertainment to your 9 to 5, people still say a lot of smack about you. So like, how long are you going to? Mavis, I always tell her this. Gonna Mavis gets so worked up, and I'm the one who emotion. Mavis gonna babe, don't let nothing get to you, because at the end of the day, that's the reaction everyone wants.
Yeah. So don't react to that.
Even now these days, just let work stress you, because work is paying you.
And you guys are really, really doing good. I'm going to go to the lavatory and get some ice for myself.
Me too. Can we leave Mavis here?
No! I would die. What would I talk about?
No,
Lydia,
I have a topic for you.
I would never leave you.
Casper or O'Neill?
Casper who?
Casper or O'Neill?
Casper who? On your vest.
Your vest.
Re.
That man just got married.
Oh,
so
it's for the both of us.
Oh, Casper,
yeah. Now we're hosting the.
So like, I think he was asking for Casper or O'Neill for you. I get it on social media. You constantly talk about your relationship with O'Neill. Your crush.
I don't have a relationship with O'Neill.
Your crush with
it
O'Neill.
It was an old crush, and O'Neill's my big brother.
What did he do? What did he do? When was the time where the crush moved from you now saying?
It's just that those things that don't meet your heroes, you know. No, meet your heroes in the sense that then the crush goes away, right? I get a crush is supposed to be unattainable. Then I should have looked for a far away. I could
question.
Then I should have looked maybe for a crush here. Kakala thought. Gabata crush out. He's just so attainable. So it was just like,
wow, so you can get it.
No, I don't say I can get it. I don't want to get it.
So he's attainable, so you can get it if you want it.
No, it's just that, I've met him so
many times.
Last year and now
I've met him. He's too accessible.
Yeah, now he became a bit more accessible. So now he's not like a major crush, right? Yeah, he's not even a crush anymore. He's my big brother.
What is the answer?
Yeah, I didn't even friend zoned him. I family zoned him.
Oh, shit.
The minute when I met him last year sometime. I had Miss Carrie, baby. I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name. Hey. So when
Wow.
so when I met him,
Oh my God. Okay, no, I want to get to the hard stuff. How did you guys, I guess, leave?
ska batla ho dira o ka re exclusive. Ke mo mitela ka ngwanyana mo ka mo mita mo Rhapsodies re le mo Rhapsodies re inwala re itwela dibili re tirela dio tsa rena. And then I saw him, I say, hey, there's, and then I get everyone knows that I know, and then you know
A ba
batho
tshameka dipina tsa gago tsa di tshamekang for 5 seconds and then he says sometimes love comes around. I am a mountain down in the valley. Oh, get
I
your
wanna
hands up
make
in
love
this thing.
club. Ooh. And yeah, was so nice.
O'Neal, please play your songs a bit longer.
Lydia,
Umixa ka mona.
please don't.
This mic really wants to go with you. Pass me the mix there.
Anyways, I met him, and it's just one of those things where I get,
Yeah, that's right.
crushes should be unattainable.
Eh.
So then I met him. Then when I met him,
became
when like
normal.
hands are like, now like, he's my big brother.
Okay.
So then I had like and then I couldn't just give him little sexy eyes, and I was like, this guy's my brother. I'm making Botswana. Why am I crushing on Botswana? Mama had saying unattainable. Crushes should be unattainable, and
That's the idea.
that's the idea
But
because
most of the time, Tatahela, I don't know. So is it still? It's existing. It's
No,
still it's
no,
done because
it's
of
done.
the proximity.
no, and then it's done because also like I feel like I did it for so many years, and people always like used to tag him like, hey, come on.
No, people don't know.
And like
She
all I was
always used to
like,
write about him like if she sees like a dope picture.
no, and then kind of 1 2 but like why he said the dating I'm like, oh my God, all I needed to do was cry
And then you take
for
me
you
on
to
a
take
date.
me on a date.
That
like-
lady who was crying at
Yeah,
Rhapsodies.
and I was like,
my
no,
God.
sharp.
No, she was over the top with it also. Oh, shout out yourself. You got your date. Lydia, I want you to be able to hear this question. So while you're walking on set, how did you guys end up like, not working at Pula Power? Were you fired?
Ooh-wee.
She's here. Because now I'm getting to the nitty gritty.
Everyone's gone to the
Did you get...
thing. Let me just.
You want to go also?
Yeah, how do I leave
Hey,
this
so
in?
Lydia's going to answer the question first.
Alone? Without my legal counsel. How did we what?
Lydia, can you please
Did you get fired or did you...
use your brain?
What happened at Pula Power? And I think telepathically she'll be able to hear what you're saying at the bathroom. Is that a thing really? Man. Can you guys hear each other's thoughts?
We've had instances where we've had the same dreams, or way when we were younger. That's happened.
You're not bullshitting me, for real.
No, I swear.
I'm seriously.
There's situations where I'm like, you remember that time we thought to go G West? They ran down a hill and then I was like, you guys have never been to G West? Get out when we were young. I was like, you guys have never been to G West? You guys have never ran down the road with bread naked?
Yeah.
It would be so vivid. Like, Ramahadi detail and Mavis is filling this in and filling this in.
And you guys are having the same story lined up. Yeah.
And then there was a time where she got in a car, not a really like an accident, but like almost someone hit them at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was just like in distress. Like I was constantly calling.
Yeah.
And then there's a time she got in an accident, and like I remember I was in the bathroom, and
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, where's Mavis? She just left. Where is
Yeah.
she? And then I called her, and like instantly when I called her, the like airbags were there in her face, and she couldn't find her phone, and she only found it because I was calling.
The vibration.
Yeah. And then third time was a time where I was walking to school because I was living in Block 8, and LKC was pretty close.
Yeah.
And two guys hella just looked shady, right? They're walking.
So it's a
No, I'm not selling. My
Eh,
brother
on the main road.
I was living with my brother at the time, and he the government workers just
Ema.
on the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
So I was walking to LKC, and like I was on the shoulder, and then like I saw these two guys, and like these two guys just honestly I wasn't trying to profile, but they look shady. Mavis is running away, but
She's
guys,
trying to figure out what
thank
we're
you.
talking about. We're talking about if you guys
Twin
are telepathic.
telepathy.
Oh, okay. So,
And then
to some extent.
I felt scared. Mavis heard me scream her name. I wasn't really screaming her name. So, shame. You were waiting to come in.
No, she's being nice.
Anyways, back to that question. Now, we were waiting for Mavis
Hey,
to come
and you
back.
had enough time to think.
No, I wasn't thinking. I
No,
was answering
her.
the
She had
question.
enough time to think about it also. So I'm just saying everyone had a chance to think about
What's
it.
the question?
I was asking, did you guys get fired or did you quit Pula Power?
From Pula Power.
Yes.
Mr. Good recall. You couldn't answer it.
No, we just started talking about other things because I get you wanted to.
Hey,
shut
now
it
let's get
down.
into the real
it's coming to,
organic
like,
stuff.
Are you?
It's perfecto.
All of a sudden, the sound.
So I don't repeat. So I think the answer to that question is that the relationship fizzled out. It outgrew its course, but like it's all good in the hood.
Was it a contract or was it we can't work together anymore?
You know what? I will be honest because kana hape sometimes there needs to be a bit of something in a, in an interview.
Are you serious?
Let me give you that.
Sprinkle.
Let me.
Thank you.
So-
I receive.
Yeah.
Animal.
So I must tell you that ska go tshega go ile gore ke lathege jaanong and then ke go tshwaretse something. What I should say about our relationship with us and our relationship with us and
Pula Power.
D-Zone Productions and Pula Power.
it fizzled out. Now I got it back. The biggest issue we had with personally.
You can't say personally.
Okay,
like,
no.
true.
Well, biblically.
It's not even a word.
Yeah, it's a twin
Hey,
word.
okay.
Here we go. New word.
Twinically,
Identically.
when we were presented with the after season, what did we do? Season 1 again.
Mm-hmm.
After season 1, we were presented with the issue season 2 is playing again. Bet were there, right? And then there was a conversation about us auditioning for Pula Power. And Lydia and I thought, well, we couldn't understand why we would need to audition for Pula Power. And I think it's one of those things that a boss will do to humble you, even though they know they might still want you on the team. But twin pride is so weird because when it's combined, it's so just like...
No, also the expectation is that like we were. I'm like I don't think I'll say it in like with shrugging my shoulders. Like we still are. Even if you wanted to come back, we would still be the biggest thing on.
This I know.
MC land.
This I know.
Event hosting and everything. We held it down. TV show, nothing. Podcast, fuck it up also.
Okay.
Like, so for me, it's just like, we are so aware of our talent. And for me, I'm like, we've inspired so many people to get to where they want to get. And I'm just like, we should be in the panel, not auditioning,
so imagine
right?
us in a line, re kubugile maphakela ka 4 a.m. to audition.
Not even getting preference. Like, hey, PODI-CAST is now...
No, like second season, and these
Second
niggas tell
season.
me it's like, yo,
Hey, they tell you, yo, stand in line.
hela bona hamta.
At the 26, no.
Okay, I want to get to something first before I go further. How many episodes had been in this season 1?
Damn, do we
That's not, you can't call.
No.
So one season is about 13 episodes. You guys were well over.
We were well over.
I don't
It's
know
close
if
to
people...
about 30, but like, I don't know.
39 or something.
Yeah, that's a lot of
We were-
episodes. So
I don't know if you realized it.
Mavis on Khalemetse.
this was every Friday, right?
Saturday, I
Mavis on Khalemetse. To not bring this up, but I feel like I'm my own person and I need to have that conversation. And Bulldog is no, it's not about the Bulldog. A Bulldog is it's not. It is. I'm joking. I feel like for me, it's like with any collaboration that you get into, right? If right now BK Proctor partners with you, and we're pushing Pudi,
Yeah.
because Pudi has always been a brand, right?
Yeah.
Pudi was a brand before BK Proctor, and like, no, I'm not creating. I'm giving you a simple
No, he's our
analogy,
guy.
right? And then he says, I want to partner with you, right? And then Pudi becomes, now you are BK Proctor plus Pudi, I get it. And then now you have a podcast, now you have this, and you have this. And then you become bigger than the home brand.
Yeah.
So I think our conflict was that it came to a point where there's Pula Power and there's German twins, right?
Because you're doing these other jobs with these other corporates. You're not
Hey.
now just
And-
like every other BTV personality who just stays there as a service
Hey.
and then they just get
You know,
payment.
if I get how we
Stop
can say what we
justifying
want.
it. Say your truth.
If Gloria
mama.
Khosi, Gloria Khosi gets bigger than BTV,
Which
and
she was.
BTV feels like,
Tell
and
you.
then, for me, it's just that. Then she becomes. If she becomes the reason why people are watching news, you understand? If Radi Tupa becomes the reason why people are watching
The weather.
Which is why we
you
watched
understand
it.
me?
It's Radi Tupa or Rafe.
Yeah, we're not.
So
Even
for
when
me-
he just misses the mark sometimes. It's like,
Ponga.
we trust
watched
him,
it
my guy.
too.
For me, it's like I got to a point. Well, it got to a point where I felt like Ronald Tabiso, the owner of G Zone, and I love that man like with all my heart.
Yeah, he's
Like
a good bro.
me and Mavis love him so much. We call him dad. Like he taught us and he protected us like to his last bitter end. Like it's not interviews that we've had like years ago where we were bitter and not understanding what was going on. But at the end of the day, everywhere we see Tabiso, it's all love. You understand me? And I miss just being in that space and high paced and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's what happened. Like German twins, German twins, and then Pula Power, and then also because you don't have a strategy as a person that just got
That
swallowed,
young.
that just got swallowed.
You feel
into
like you
the
owe it
industry.
to them.
You feel like you owe it to someone to completely be loyal to them and tell them, "Oh, Ghana, we have an interview with Scar. We would have had to pass this interview through him,
If
right?
he had,
If we were still in
he-
Pula Power, we
Yeah.
would have had to pass this interview
You wanna-
through him.
Through and
pass the ball. Thank you.
who passed it?
So if you like, and the thing about this industry, Botswana, is that it's so small in the sense that if he's our manager and he has beef with you, which could easily happen, he could easily say, nah, fuck that. You are not going on there. And the thing is, you are inheriting. And the thing is, if I'm under anyone, if I'm under Scar right now, and I'm your co-host, and I come to whoever, and they're like, hey, thank you. And they're like, oh.
Like, nah, what are you doing?
And then
over
it's
there?
like, not
Shout
her.
out.
Because
Not that-
of the
that FM.
affiliation. I get it. So it's inheritance. And the thing is, the one thing that Lydia and I managed to do was kind of just sell ourselves as ourselves.
Hey.
And I remember when we were doing it, we innocently did it, but we didn't know that we stepped on toes, and we didn't know, and we didn't even know we would step into that avenue of being MCs or being considered as brand ambassadors.
There's
or
a clip
whatnot.
of you guys on Facebook when I was doing the research where I saw you guys playing Sister Bettina at
Color Run.
was it a Color Run?
Yeah, when we said go
Dude.
back, the show's over.
Yeah,
The
the
show's over.
and then and that's the amount of people that you guys were able to command so early in your career. One season. You want to tell me that you guys were on for one season only?
It was one season.
Hey,
It was one season.
someone bring my
And-
phone. I want to show you. I want to read something that that white one.
The white one. So while she's bringing the phone, no,
That
that
one.
one.
That one.
Yeah, malo, yeah,
Ho na le mo teng moo. Ho eng ho ne mo teng moo?
So
No, while we're having this conversation, I want to
Emma.
tune back into something.
Because sometimes people will fire you to humble you, right?
no.
Yeah.
He didn't fire us.
He just told you to get in the queue for your job.
Yeah, Tabiso didn't
The
fire
job
us.
that you already had.
Yeah, we thought we had, and
That must make you feel a type of way. It's like, is this nigga crazy?
the thing is, what it was that also it was just the trust and the
Kuru, what is disciplining?
No,
you
no. We had a lot of trust, right? we literally knew that this person is looking out for. We believe that this person is looking out for our best interest, and then we were put in a position where, you know, we would sometimes have to be told that you're not bigger than this show. I made you. And I never wanted to be on this. Wow, this podcast has an effect. Guys, I'm doing it. So this podcast, she's doing it. This podcast has an effect. Like, Yabo, I made you. And it was just like, yes, you did. It's a
you guys
did.
said, hey,
No,
okay.
and it was just if yes, you made us.
It's a humbling. No, this is a humbling
conversation. And it was just like, I made you. And now in hindsight, I look at it as like, yes, you made us. And you know what? The pride leaders need to take out of any team is creating leaders. And if you're not a leader and you're not ready to accept that you're producing leaders and you know, you need to be able to say, I'm setting these people up and to be a bonang mateba. You know, I don't want to limit these people because of how limiting the Botswana industry is. If I let them go, Scar, we went to Durban July. The biggest story of our lives. That was where
I love it when she unravels.
she loves it.
You're killing it for us. Let her go.
That was the biggest story of our industry life was in Durban July.
Yeah.
And she loves it because I was the main character that time. Because she's always the one.
Asking the questions.
No, she's always a fighter.
Mavis
Ready
feels
to
like I'm
fight,
reactive. So every
Yeah.
time when Mavis gets pissed or Mavis starts like, good, when Mavis tells you off, I know where
But that's how you get to know the difference. And I'm not saying but like that's how I got to tell the difference. It's in the mannerisms. Because when you come through, when it's like, low body, and then easy, and no one it is more love. It's like, what's going on? It's well, I want to. So I've always been
low body.
low body. So I was.
No, I've been
Wah,
your
wah,
homie.
wah.
No,
Hey.
I've been nobody's
So when you're
homie.
like,
Mavis is gonna get funny. Every chat, you know. Every chat, like Mavis talk about areng
so
No, I
that's-
can't comment.
Hey, so I respect that. You guys made me forget.
Yeah, Mavis is talking about that situation.
Hey,
Go down
so-
that
The
rabbit hole.
turnaround.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, you guys are in Durban, July.
Wow, this is the so
You guys were gonna film.
we were invited by Durban Tourism as Pula Power, as German Twins to go and whatever.
No, Mavis.
Go
Pula
and
Power.
bungee jump. Do the things they do in South Africa.
No, Pula Power was invited. We had a partnership. We had a partnership at that time.
But media houses were
But
invited.
you
I
don't
get
know the I get it sometimes. I get over and then you don't know the nitty gritties
Of the arrangement,
that
yeah.
is. But like I know Durban Tourism was one of our biggest partners.
Yeah.
When we were able to do a lot of things through them, so we did go to Durban July. So yeah, carry on.
got to Durban July. That's what Lydia and I do, even in stories.
Feel us.
Love on
Yeah, I
salad drink.
love that.
So,
Yes,
so
honey.
got to Durban July. Beautiful experience. Build up. Then there was, I get it, Durban July comprises of, it's not Durban July.
Yeah.
It's a build up until Durban July.
Until the actual event, yeah.
Hey, I remember Tira ignored me and for like
Need to
an
get you a
hour.
spoon. Let's clean that up. Hold the story. Pass it. Oh, okay, let me just. She doesn't want to dip her hand on camera.
Blaotsenya, Pate.
Are you gonna put that in?
This what? This now.
All of this, most of it. Hey, which one
Are you
is in
spilling
it,
out all the water, like all the ice?
Spilling out the
Like
water.
this is the part.
Sinalo Caesar. Please, I would just like to take this moment to acknowledge the first lady who walked into the building. Hey.
Other business. This is ice. Story.
Please.
You know, I wondered. You know, when I saw you preparing for this interview, Hey, can I give me the interview? I got 2 hours. Man, I'm gonna be in there for 30 minutes in out.
I think we just made 2 hours now.
We need to cut it.
No, it's not going to be 2 hours.
No, we have about a couple of minutes and then we'll shut it down, okay?
Yeah,
Hey, I don't want
because I
it to
think
be
this is
over
the
here.
pinnacle.
Can I finish the...
I want you to finish that story,
Oh my
please.
God! I think this is the pinnacle of it.
And the worst part
But
is that
also
they're
then
still
getting-
rolling.
Can you get into our personal lives as well?
No, we got 10 minutes. You guys are gonna come back again when you guys are you owning your own ad agency, and then she's got her own,
Next year.
you know.
Nah, the only thing
chartered
I want to own is a
accountancy, what?
marriage. Is a man. The only thing I want to own. The only thing I'm gonna own is a marriage. Oh, you bought me some ice.
Okay, you gotta wrap up the story first.
Okay.
Please don't do it.
No,
Please don't include this.
it's on.
He's going to include it.
No, let Abigail learn like text. Lydia wa mwit.
Solomon is working on our working here. Hey, if it's good, it's good.
You gotta finish your story.
Okay. Give me some dash.
No, we're good.
Oh, unchenchela betiri. Kana, you weren't hearing.
It's still good.
Hey, Robert, you up?
Untheletse jini nama.
Damn. No dash for you.
There's no there's no gin in here.
No,
There's no gin in here.
please tell me.
There's no gin in.
No,
No, you just poured the dash.
No, I didn't. Put plain gin.
There should be another one.
Taste.
Okay, no.
Guys, let me taste.
Something about getting drink.
Yeah, we're good.
We're still fixing the drink.
No, she poured dash. I didn't pour gin. But I think I'm better off with just dash.
No, ke motse ke gin. Go na le mathata.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's when it becomes really. That's what makes it delicious. I think this is
Yeah.
a
There's
plug.
a problem here.
Go get yourself some gulukwarama.
Oh.
It's bulldog gin.
You're
You
still
are right.
advertising my nigga. Hey, ra, neki sa utu nasa mixa. Hey, don't use me as a advert. You see, can't even taste the gin. No,
Bulldog,
You
the
can.
best you can ever have.
can't even
Keep an
taste
eye
it. Can't even taste it.
But I forgot what we were. It was
She was talking about the whole how.
then it ultimately. So
Mavis
I've
is
made
talking now.
you
Mavis is talking about
comments
Durban July. That's the most
Yeah.
detrimental part of her conversation, our conversation.
with
Say
the
it,
production. Okay, so was the whole team there for production, or was it just you and Mweteli Pele?
It was a limited team, right?
It was a limited team.
It was Lydia and I and another additional presenter.
Okay.
What time is your shooting?
He was there.
Did we have someone else shooting?
Yeah, AG was there also as a cameraman. There were two cameramen.
I think it was a crew about 5,
Okay.
including
Crew of
us
5.
as presenters. So we got there. We had a good time. Durban July had sponsored it, and we got there, and beautiful accommodation, beautiful everything. Build up until we got to Durban July. When we got to Durban July, Lydia and I, obviously, on TV, you always have sponsors.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful sponsor that did beautiful dresses for us, and then so Mizi, I remember that Maki were in
When
LA.
the Durban, so like in go
South African tourism.
Because a lot of people don't know this. 'Cause a lot of people have never been to Durban July.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, and no, I was one. We were
Is my
one of.
lipstick okay?
I've never been there before.
Yeah.
We were one of the few. So like they're like just different Makeys, right? So when I know the Durban tourism,
Yeah.
Makey, and then there's Moet, there's Glenfiddich, there's
Yeah.
Glenlivet, there's
Yeah.
Verve, there's
Not Verve, it's
everything,
Verve.
right? And Kitty Makey, like Kitty, like they're all events, like they all
They
book.
all have their own little event happening in there.
Good if we're trying to
shit.
talk big, I'll
there
book
she goes.
Scar and da da da. Good, like it's different. It's not like kana go tshameka ona, then go na khona go tshameka ona and like da 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 da.
Yeah.
So like it was just the, and then take it.
When I don't know.
And then
This is
Somizi.
going somewhere crazy.
So Sumizi was in our Maki, and then there was best dressed. There's always best dressed in Durban July, and then Sumizi is like walking around. yo bizudi like champagne.
I'm
Nah,
cold.
yeah,
I'm cold. I'm here.
We were all given fleeces, right? Come on. Then I'm seeing like, oh no, so Mrs. is coming. He's looking for the best dress. Katika. I'm like, I fix my makeup quickly because I'm thinking that my twin is doing the same thing. Because telepathy. I hope you are
It's
seeing
supposed
me.
to work.
And then I'm just like,
It was a.
That time.
and my
is
dress had a
cold.
cape, and I'm just like, yes, me like, hey, where not, whatever. Hey. Then I got there. It's like you're up. So I got up, and then when I got up, and then like but it was too late now. So then the next best thing is for
staging almost best dressed thing when you are in a blanket. You should have let that blanket down. And I'm like, I guess she was dressed in a blanket, so it's like this. So now I better
Posing and stuff.
so either way, I guess we are a team. So now I have to go like, okay.
now she
Mavis.
has to shoot.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I go-
reporting live from Durban, July. Mavis is on stage right now.
Hey.
Blah, 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 blah. And then like Sumi's like, wait, why is this girl dressed
like you
in the same
Then
material
Lydia
as
looks
you?
up and is like, are you guys twins? And I'm like, she's my twin. But I know they're going to compete as one.
Yeah.
And then twin factor kicks in. Lydia and I obviously win. Once Lydia comes up, so now Lydia win. You guys.
No, we were dressed. No, we were dressed amazing.
the
Hey,
nines.
no, we were dressed amazing.
Awesome stuff.
And the amazing thing about Durban July is that there's a theme every year, and that one was like something
chess,
about
kings and queens or something.
Kings and
it was
queens.
like a chessy thing.
Yeah.
And we did a chessy thing. So and then
Who's the designer though?
Rita.
Okay.
Rita something.
She designed those dresses in literally a day.
in a day,
and
and
they
they were
won
amazing.
Devon
Shout out
July.
Rita, Devon July winner.
Rita
What?
designs. Yeah, she didn't get the credit. No, like Rahore, she designed. No.
No, Rita like a Rita. I'm
Oh
trying
no,
to get
the
it.
theme was Russian roulette.
Oh, Russian relay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
So then we won. I get it. We're fine. We're done. And now things are getting a bit. Now it's a lot of media houses, right? We have Kenya, we have Angola. Now Angola has one of the biggest, markets in terms of industry, and like we find ourselves we are all booked into one place, and it's all media houses from different places in Africa. It was amazing. It was amazing. We were making connections with amazing people, right? And
It was like Big Brother's house. You had like Scar as an artist. If you're the biggest artist in Namibia, they call you. It's a versatile group, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're the biggest artist if you're the biggest photographer in Namibia, they call you. If you're the biggest influencer in Angola, they call you. It was just it wasn't
a
just
group of
different
Yeah.
influencers.
So it's not just, and then there's
influencers.
radio from Swaziland.
publicity.
Oh my
Yeah, for
God.
publicity reasons, push
Yeah.
an SAT mandate or no KZN.
And I think that's what we lack also more Botswana.
No, MEC the constituency. Hey, can I cancel it? Ain't nobody got time for that. How about not But we love the new roads.
Hey, thank you for the road.
Thank you for covering the potholes. You're 4 years late.
Thank you for the water and Gino.
What are you doing in the council?
We're
But anyway,
Niggas. So, council is like radio
So now I personally felt a bit an overbearingness. Now I can't sit next to Scar, who's from Angola, and have intellectual conversation with him. And then I can't, when Scar gives me his card, it's taken away from me. Like, oh, thanks.
Call it what it is.
I
Cock
can't,
blocking.
And it's
I
just
can't
like,
get
I
an
really don't wanna-
exclusive. I can't get an exclusive with Selima Tunzi. Because I just
Won the
won
thing.
best dressed in the Durban July Makey. I just can't get that.
because and
And I
that-
don't understand what the reasons are because we're not competing. We're not even the same country.
So now it's just different, and things are happening. It's like, hey, let's go. Hey, let's interview. Let's push. And it's just like, But
we just won.
can I sit
we
down?
just won.
We just won, and these are different people wanting to sit down with us.
And I'm sorry
And
for the confusion if I'm wrong about that year, but I don't know. Bank was sponsoring or whatnot. So the winner, they give a card to. It was a card loaded with.
They gave us a card.
2.5. It was
'Cause Vale, they
2.5
don't-
and then a VI, I think a golden circle to the Chris Brown was performing.
ticket.
And
Oh
then
my
like
gosh,
they
Scar,
literally
we are going
just
to get
because
to
we
this
won
Chris
as
Brown
twins, just because we won as twins.
No.
They
Just
gave
because
us
we
two.
no like Nedbank, like just I'm not sure. Please no, like we're not advertising them. We don't know nothing about
Hey, we
Nedbank.
don't know
Rena mo
nothing about-
Botswana. But like I don't know whatever bank was sponsoring. Like they just cut the they gave us 2 cards. Hella because we're twins, they gave us 2 cards.
You
know,
guys
like,
made the event pop off. It was a good
and then
story.
that happened, and then they gave us 2 golden circle tickets for the Chris Brown show. Obviously, we are media. We already have all.
We already
access.
had
When
all
was the show?
accesses. The next day. Or that night.
Next day.
The next
Next
day.
day.
So got that big, and then the next day. Now we have a sponsor, right? Yeah, transport.
Because how are you going to get to the show without transport?
And it
you
was
know?
something like Mercedes.
Durban, no, it was like Durban travel.
A travel,
or
but it was we
But
were
like
just
you being
traveling.
sponsored
Like
by
with DC
Abigail.
tours, yeah.
But we were just always traveling in Mercs, right?
Eh.
So we're always traveling in Mercs.
No,
I
it wasn't
get-
Mercs. Mostly, a lot of people were getting into those. I think Viano A.
But
now we're getting into the
But
private
Nalilija, it was
car.
always like,
The Karanyana.
bless his soul, Anare, get into this one. Yo,
Because
and
it's full.
still, it's part of the convoy. I
It's
get.
part of the convoy.
No, it's like special treatment because what?
You
Two beautiful little twins that are also celebrities in a little small country,
Yeah.
and you're appreciating it, and it's just always like, hey guys, can't they? Hey, ride with us. Hi, come. No,
No, ke Viano hela e
Exactly, yeah, hotel.
Yeah. No, I get it. That's what I'm telling you. It was a bunch of big deals from whatever country.
So
they were
everyone
taken
had their
from.
own specific car.
No,
Then
no,
nobody go around with.
Nereta go tsewa ka Diviano.
Eh.
Yeah, Diviano. And
Oh, okay.
whatnot.
So every production house had their own.
No, Durban Tourism was sponsoring Durban July.
Harle kwano, Kolios, Rotela. Na go tla a bunch of cars to pick us
You guys up.
So you could go in whichever
any
car,
car
but
you
you're going
want.
to one destination. No,
So yeah, no, you're being forced to now jump into the group car.
yeah, but sometimes we go into the other car because kate tsanang, and then we're tsana. But we're like, also, let's have a good time while we're shooting.
We're out here, yeah.
And then, obviously,
can shoot that too.
Lija and I have always taken it in the sense that, we're being protected.
Yeah.
And happy, you know what, Zulu guys are out to get us. I don't, because we were told, I get it. Hey, I get it. And then we yeah, and then, I remember, hey, Lydia.
Another one.
Go for
I
it.
remember we did this, and we went out and we had a good time and stuff, and then I just remember that every card, everything that was happening, every interaction was being blocked.
Yeah.
And that felt so bad because this is the one chance, and why don't you let me put my head out? Why don't you? Because the loyalty I feel like you give me and the protection you've given me to like grow me, you should trust me enough to say we're going on this journey together.
I will put
and,
you
and,
on.
Yeah, and if it happens that I can't put you on, you know how the industry works.
Yeah.
I can't put you on.
Yeah.
I can't put you on to SABC if you are Pula Power because different networks.
Yeah.
But like, do you not want the people you take from the ground to grow to a point and they surpass you?
Oh, but I
And-
did that.
And you need to be at a point where I did that. And you need to be at a point where, and I got angry. And I got angry to a point where I felt like there were interviews that were stopped. There were just beautiful opportunities we were in
Yeah.
that we were completely denied and dragged out of like little children.
Yeah.
And we were still young.
Yeah.
And we were dragged out of like little children, but we were professionals before everything.
And there were so many experiences.
And there were so many experiences.
So many things to shoot. There was so much to take advantage
When I
of.
tell you
No,
one thing-
even just experiences
Yeah.
of you now at the after party interacting.
Yes.
Eh.
Gote,
Yes.
oh,
Eh.
yeah. By the way, do you want to come to the... Like, can you let me get a ticket to the after party so that I can say, oh, by the way, can I shoot at it?
I have a general idea of what that looks like. Because I work with other ladies within the entertainment industry. Is it a matter of the fact that he felt he discovered you and you guys were you're growing beyond
The next morning we had a major fuck you contest
in Durban?
in Durban. The next
Maybe it's your
morning,
mic.
the next morning we had a major, like, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, nah, fuck. I can say fuck as much as you can say fuck. No, it was just that. It's just like, no, don't do that to me, because
Don't bring that to me,
I
yeah.
respect you. I you've gotten me this far.
Hey.
Don't talk to me like that. And I remember that was Lydia Bonakar.
That was it, yeah.
regret. And it was just one of those. I was like, and then until a point, I was listening as Wana, as a junior, as a professional, until it got to a point where I was like, you know what? Fuck. About huh? Abigail, fuck.
Sure.
Abigail, yeah, because that's all you're throwing at me, That's all you're throwing at me. Why do you want to embarrass me when everyone in this space respects us? Like, why do you want to show them that we are beneath you when we should all just be taking this?
Come on, man. Botswana, we're here.
We
we're in
could
the
be
house.
coming to Swaziland the next day. I'm still friends with those same
Those girls at
We
Swaziland.
met at Lesotho, Swaziland, Joburg, Durban. We still chat on Instagram, and it's just like, and these are guys in newspapers, radio, different, just and it's just like And we got to a point where I fought, and everyone was opening their doors.
And that's the first time Mavis ever did that, because I'm apparently the volatile one. So when Mavis speaks and she curses and she puts her point across in a manner like that, there's no telling her how you
Amy,
listen.
so because she's there now.
Because Mavis is between me and her, and at that time she was the more like she thinks more. She's more strategic. She's more logical. She's like, we need to get to Gaborone. We need to get paid.
Yeah. Let's not fuck up the money.
Fucking hell, we need transport to our damn house, honey.
Yes,
It's just like, and it's a don't bite the hand that feeds you. But at that time, now,
Well, the hand
I was
that's
looking at her
feeding
and
you
like
is
Mavis
just
is just there like
choking you.
No.
By
and
feeding you while
Mavis-
choking you, so the food doesn't. How no?
Like the
I don't
closest,
know, nee.
the closest I've had to an experience like that was when I was performing at one of these Big Brother shows, and then we went with Eric, and Eric knows I love him. It's just an example, but I think he was fucking with me because he's a Scorpio and he knows, like, I see him, And Eric had these Ramco Loco shirts in his bag. No one. Eric Ramco.
Ramco,
So
Lydia.
he tried.
Ramco.
So he got angry and wanted us to wear these Ramco Loco t-shirts on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to look pretty, nigga. I'm out here in Africa. Like, no way. And I can imagine because Eric and he's not going to do it. And I got on stage and I didn't do it. But we were able to fix it afterwards. Is it a Botswana thing? Do we want to feel like we're the boss of someone?
Can I ask you something, Scar? Can I ask you something like,
Please.
is it something that just happens to women? Because already I get it, when a man stands next to you and you trust him, you feel protected.
Yeah, protection.
Right? Or is it also like when you're in the entertainment industry and just because
Someone's introduced you to it.
I don't know what random example to make, but just like this gent introduces you to music and says you're really talented,
Yeah.
and and like I wonder, where are your loyalties at? Mona, I've seen that shit happen, and I can't bring up names, but I see all these people getting so. Like, you need to, instead of growing big, you need to grow small.
Yeah, to make
just
that
for the
person feel
person
good.
who's put you on. But
feel
at the
good.
end of the day, I'm just there like, does it also happen to men?
Okay, I give that Eric example because like me and him are okay now.
Yeah.
But like at the time I felt like, my E didn't want really smart dudes.
That's it.
You know,
That's
it
literally
felt like he
right?
didn't want, and he's smart enough to know that I mean this with, and I'm not saying my niggas were dumb, but like,
You're in this also.
but like in the same way, it was like he always used to sing this song, Caesar, Caesar, why are you gonna, you're gonna blow and go.
Hey, voices.
Hey, Aira,
in
look,
my
I'm gonna-
head, I
okay,
hear
voice,
voices
okay.
trying to make these choices.
Oh God!
Not the way you
Oh
go.
God! And then he'd sing that. No, you guys got me.
Who would
And
have
then
thought?
He'd sing it like
Who would
I'm
have
going.
thought, Booty?
He thought I was gonna go, and he was always reminding me of that and telling everyone else that I'm not trustworthy because I might bounce. And he said, "Why you wanna go? Why you wanna blow?" and all of that shit. So I think it's harder for women because I used to get really, really mad at Sasa when she'd go to like some place in Tlokweng. Because when I was living in Block 5, she was still on the designer. But like, sometimes it's like a lot of situation where people are move Block 5 and then get next to give me the plan. But when these niggas batting were trying to hog her, it made her feel like afterwards. But like, it's harder for women because protection.
Yeah.
She felt that
Trust.
they are gonna, and that also is a tactic.
It is.
It's to make you feel protected until there's only the two of you.
My 14 call
Go
it
spacey.
breadcrumbing.
Breadcrumbing.
Yeah.
You know,
But you'll eat, but you'll get eaten.
Mavis, that is your definitive. That is our definitive moment where
We said this is not good for us.
Nah,
Yeah.
actually, I get it. We had a conversation all about coming to a podcast and saying what we could say.
Yeah.
But like for me, I feel like that is the moment where I honestly heard the words, "Hore." Don't ever think that you guys, you think German twins is bigger than Pula
Nice.
Power. You're not bigger than Pula Power. And I'm like, Mona, that is the whole purpose. You understand me?
That should
and
be
I'm
the
like,
purpose.
I like my
Kante
mom.
bonang hatso mo selema thuzi.
How do I
Also, I can-
what do you see?
Where's Bonham from?
You know, like
Yeah.
no, but like Scar, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Hore. At
Life.
the end of the day, like that's
Life.
when I
Life.
it-
Yeah,
that
but
was a
SABC
light
life.
bulb moment. Hore. Oh, this is o kgona go lwale motho kante sa lo mo tsela ngwanyana le mo standard 1. We so lemogi wa
I know
ntshwara.
what you
But
mean.
like, they're always on your business.
Yeah.
They're always on your business because they know what the problem is. You understand me, and you don't.
Yeah.
So that was for me. That was it.
Yeah.
Lee,
Huh?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ultimately, it's just that
Yeah, you're right. We're close to shutting it down because we're running on about to go to 3 hours.
yeah, but you guys are gonna cut. You
No,
You
we don't
better
drop
cut
shit.
it.
You know what,
How can you
guys,
say?
what I'm ultimately saying is that leaders, we need leaders that are ready to raise leaders. We need leaders that are ready to powerhouses that are ready for powerhouses bigger than they are. And when you look at where Bonang Mateba was
Yeah.
from, live,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, SABC
And
Live.
then she became and now Bonang Mateba on her own.
Yeah.
She's BNG, she's everything.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to achieve that as an industry? If we keep trying to just the
Yeah.
thing is, let her
Let her cook.
let her cook.
Let her cook,
Let
nigga.
her cook.
Let her cook.
guys.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
let the proteges cook.
Cook, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when they cook,
Yeah.
and when you get up, I watched Lou Andre Pizza is one of our favorite
Top-notch
people.
ones. Yeah, man.
Lydia, that was one of the people Lydia and I look up to.
Yeah.
Like we love and
Locally.
we appreciate
Yeah.
locally. And you know, I remember he was he had an interview with Brandy when Brandy came over to Flavor Dome, and they were having an interview, and Brandy kind of stopped the interview, not stop, but like just stopped it and was like, wait a minute, you are so good.
I remember that.
Yeah.
interview. I watched it
So
also.
good. I got goosebumps and I was like, that is what I've always been on. This guy, top
Yeah.
billing. He
Pass
was
it to me too.
Yeah. Bluetooth. There you go.
So it was just like, you know, these are the people. And the thing is, I just don't understand why Botswana has a ceiling. And Botswana has a ceiling, but can the people who can speak for us speak on our behalf, you know?
Yeah.
But they don't want to but they don't realize that speak on my behalf and maybe let me spread my wings for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
It's not like I will instantly put you on.
Yeah.
No, I won't instantly put you on.
Yeah.
But it's just like, let me just establish, build a foundation. And then when I'm done,
Yeah.
trust and believe
Yeah.
you are coming with me
Definitely.
to the promised land. And you know, when you have people saying, I made you and I can break you, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hey, are you my mother?
Because I know exactly how, but I don't know how helpless you feel like as a woman.
No,
Because as a
there's no-
dude, a lot.
Yeah,
As a
that's
dude,
what-
you
that's
will
why
feel
I
helpless.
asked you.
But you're like, I'll
No.
kick your ass, nigga.
But that's what I
But then, you know-
that's what I asked you.
Oh,
Maybe
you
next
have
time.
that.
Next time, maybe Lobadi have a conversation about gender roles when it comes to
The industry.
because
Yeah,
like
the creative
it's not
space.
like it's just it's complex, it's difficult, it's hard. If you introduce me to this man, I'm always going to lean back on you to ask you gore kante motho o ntse yang. Hela ya ka o ka ntsenya mo tirong o ntha re le dia, come here, we can do this together. I'm always going to look for you, but like
Yeah.
when I get to a point where I'm excelling better than you, don't feel like I'm going to shit on you. No. Just feel like let her get there because she knows me. She knows my name. I know the address to her house. I can come through and have a good conversation with her, my friend. But like, so me, that is just it. I feel like for me, in terms of entertainment and that and all of that,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I just felt like, you know what, kids in school, I graduated, Mavis graduated,
Yeah.
and I said, Mavis, you know, we need a better stability in our lives.
Yeah. Get some bling on, babe.
Gigs,
You know what I mean? Get some
gigs don't pay. No, gigs.
Do your thing.
Some gigs pay, some gigs don't pay, but you just don't know at the end of the month what is your take home. I was like, hey, let's work, and like that's been it right now, and it's a very comforting situation. You and I get no serious over. I can do the serious.
Hey, no. I can only be there by 5.
I'm like, let's go at 10, get a day off. He's like, no, I can only be there after 5.
Because I knew if I called you, we were probably going to have to then get her in a group call.
Not on
So
a
I was like,
Monday.
Hey, we're going to have to.
hey. So I had to make sure.
Hey.
Guys, we're going to have a part 2. Okay?
damn.
Because we're damn near on 3 hours. And
I hope you cut this.
yeah, no, I'm not cutting none of this shit. I want to talk about mentorship for women. In the entertainment industry, would you ever be open to it if these young girls hit you up on your socials and said, yo, I'm out here, they want me to do a voiceover, or they want me to be an intern, or they want me to be this, so you can spit some game? I don't know.
Ask us as 2 individuals.
I'm going to start with you. Lydia.
Oh, you're going to start with me?
Yeah.
I am not interested in mentorship when it comes to
This is
She
what
wanted to. She wanted it.
I wanted it. I am not interested in mentorship when it comes to girls that are trying. Okay, if you're doing the entertainment industry, come through, honey. I will still give you some. What I am interested in, Lobadi Mavis. What I am interested in is being a link between girls, because I've been working with a lot of NGOs right now, and I feel like that's my calling. All I want to do is just connect girls with Gaborone and like, you know, like rural to urban. I'm telling you.
talking about rural urban migration.
Hey.
What are you saying?
With
Gaborone?
Gaborone.
Rural
How
urban
do you
migration.
connect girls with Gaborone?
I want to.
By coming
No,
together.
my focus. No, like if you want to.
Oh
No,
my God.
not easy, my gaba, but like my mandate is for. I don't want anyone ever feeling uncomfortable to a point where life, what to do, what not to do.
No, but we laugh in a good spirit because I can
For
only
me,
imagine.
it's just like your soft launch, not in that way, but just that
soft
that.
launch.
No, Scar.
Don't call it that.
God,
No one
even
is
when
gonna
I'm
take it
trying
seriously.
no, guys, even when I'm trying to be serious with you, but
Can't
like
call it a soft launch.
it's huge.
Like,
No,
launch mo Gaborone. Are you serious?
What soft launch
What did she say?
She's talking about helping these girls
camera-
with this
the
rural urban
camera guys
migration.
get it, but
and
these people
soft
don't.
launch. Has a soft launch.
No, I'm not talking about
Where are we gonna
that.
go first? We're gonna go to the buses and the
Are you
combis
going
and then
to cut
the
this?
club.
Because you guys look so bad.
No.
For me, it's just like rural to urban migration.
Man.
Sorry, bana, ke no le metsi. They thought they were
Guys,
riding
gotta-
on my wave. Kanti ke a go tswa hakele da.
Okay, so you guys.
So yeah, that's my chat is that my biggest passion is just about talking about anyone that's just new to coming to the city
Yeah.
or any city actually. Gaborone is not the big bad wolf. It's just whack limb wolf. Nothing here.
Yeah.
Can't grow, can't do anything.
Oh,
you
Lord.
do things, bigger things in Kanye. Maunga sani. Maunga sani, that's where the money is at. But like for me, it's like if I ever had a passion,
Yeah.
it just got ignited because I found myself working where I work, and I'm really passionate about like
The NGOs and stuff.
we call them KPs, like key populations, like anyone that's just interested in merging into a different environment that they're just not used to. I'm available for that.
No doubt.
Yeah.
What you doing?
But wait for a part 2 because that's not just
No,
my
we're
chat.
definitely gonna have a part 2, guys. You guys, definitely having a part 2. What are you trying to do? 2024. Everything else. Academia. I mean, you know, you're out here working hard in the spaces that you are in.
You're mine.
What are you looking forward to doing? And also mentorship. Are you big on mentorship?
I don't mind mentorship because mentorship, not everyone reaches out to you.
Yeah.
Usually mentors have like one person who's not shy,
Yeah.
who comes up to them, but I don't know. I'm just 31. I don't think I'm a mentor. Give me 9 more years.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
What?
Ne?
No.
Simple question. But at least I love the honesty because like sometimes the Dahela, not, and this is not to say to you, but like sometimes you get in a space and people want role models and whatever, but you're just really trying to just do your job and do your work. Are you concerned about that? Like people in your communities and what they think about you? Or have you realized after your net of fame and all of that, nothing like that really matters? It's about your happiness?
No, you know, Scar, I'll tell you one thing about being on TV. It played a big role for me, especially professionally. People do know me in spaces when I get into spaces.
And then some pretend they don't know you.
And then some pretend they
I
don't
love
me,
those
but
ones.
I love them.
what
You
I'll
always
tell
catch
you,
them in a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do know, nigga.
but what I'll tell you is that it's really fine.
Okay.
It's a plus for you. I know I do a lot at work, you know, and it just comes to people relations and I'm not even in that space.
Yeah.
But like I'm also not an accountant because I don't know why you guys keep calling me. I am not an accountant at work. I'm far from that. But it's a beautiful space to be in. People trust me with people's the general population. How are they feeling? Mavis, get the juice. What's the thing on the ground? Because like people relate to me. I'm able to relate to people really well in my workspace. But yeah, mentorship. Come to me if you want to. Come to the German Twin page if you want to. We're ready to help, but it's just like it was a couple of years back, and I don't even know what's going on right now. But I hope that you find
The pages. I found the
Money.
the Instagram one.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, German twins.
Yeah,
BW.
we're not doing it anymore, Scar.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're just not doing it anymore. And I'm not saying we're not doing it anymore and like we don't have aspirations of still. Yes, that will be on part 2.
Yeah, that's definitely on part.
If you
I'm
ever
gonna wait
gonna
for you,
lie.
and then we're gonna talk about the whole part 1 and how you lied, and now you're blown up again because you can't. That fire that had to go to Tabat, we had to go through all of the madness. It cannot be like you can't distinguish that fire. I'm here to tell you, this interview, these niggas have never laughed this hard.
Oh, really?
These niggas have never enjoyed. No, Bebeza just came through also. You know, she's been laughing her head off. Because you guys are really entertaining.
Oh, betcha, baby.
Wah betcha, baby, wah betcha, baby, wah betcha, baby, wah betcha, baby, wah betcha.
Jesus. I'm gonna pray for both of you. But like I'm saying, you can't. You caught her. She wasn't ready. You can't extinguish that fire. I'm here to tell you. Cast was here. He was trying to get into politics. This nigga about to drop another album.
Castellion.
Hey, Castellion.
Caste. What?
Let him cook.
Let
Let him cook. Let the man cook.
Yeah.
Another walk.
Another walk
Another
on the
walk
way.
of life.
Guys, it's been awesome. I love you guys absolutely like a lot. Oh, goodness. And that's the end of our show. And I hope you guys will come through again very, very soon as we can talk about all of the shit that you're out there, you know, all the bums that you're kicking. And it's been an honor. We've never had to shut it down so quickly. Like, we have so much. We could have been here for 5 hours. So
We actually could have.
no, we're out of Bulldog.
Shoulda, coulda,
We,
woulda.
I'm playing.
We're not doing it.
We are outie and see you guys again another time. And the handles. At German Twins BW, are you going to check it out? Yes. Or are you guys using your own handles? Maeve is German. Lydia German.
At German Twins BW on Facebook, same handle at German Twins BW on Insta and on Twitter. No, we're on Twitter actually.
Let's get them back on, guys, on to the game. If anything, they host a podcast right here on the Local Corner Multimedia page.
Ooh. Hey, Local Corner.
Yeah.
Bye.
What are you doing? It's been fun, guys. We outie. Peace.
Bye.
People of different identities. PODI-CAST with BSCA.